Welcome to Indiana High School football on K99.3. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Dairy Queen of Winnemac, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columby and Chris McGowan is next.
The past few years have highlighted many unsung heroes in our communities, and one that comes to mind are educators.
We always appreciate the important work that educators do, but we're especially thankful for how they have gone above and beyond to serve students across Indiana.
I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, and a proud North Posey Viking.
And I'm Carrie Rosati, IHSAA Assistant Commissioner and a proud Roncalli Royal.
Let's take a moment to thank all of our educators, including those who also coach. They always go the extra mile, not only to develop successful student athletes, but also great people.
High school sports would not be what they are without the men and women who teach and coach our state student athletes.
To all of our educators, we see you, we care about you, and we're really grateful for you.
Let's all support the vital work of teachers and coaches by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events.
This is appreciation. This is gratitude. This is your IHSAA.
Rick Rab, 5-star in the Knox Mall. Man, there's nothing but meat and taters in this week's savings.
Meat and potatoes. Where do you want to start, Tony? Let's start with meat. U.S. government inspected T-bone steak, family pack, $3.99 a pound. We didn't forget taters. Are you crazy? U.S. number 1, Open Acres, Idaho potatoes. 8-pound bag. Everybody says potatoes are high. Limit 2 with an additional $10 purchase. That's right, $1.99 for 8 pounds of potatoes. Where might we find that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort. Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here are the voices of K99.3, Mitch Columby and Chris McGowan.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host the Pioneer Panthers for the final regular season game of the year. This is Indiana high school football. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you did for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Thank you to our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, who is back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. Down on the sidelines, getting all the inside information from the field, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. I am Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. Hello again, everybody. We welcome you to Liberty Field here in North Judson, Indiana, 46366, as the Blue Jays are in a battle with Panthers tonight, providing us our entertainment this evening as Week 9 of the 2022 Indiana high school football season is 28 minutes from kickoff. Plenty of sunshine the earlier afternoon to start the game as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports on WKVI 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com and IHSAATV.org. As we get ready for the final week of the season, we haven't seen the Pioneer Panthers yet. Head coach Adam Berry is in his 7th season at the helm. The Panthers have had a tough season, winning 2 of the 8 games played so far. The last game they won came in Week 4 against the Caston Comets. That was September 9th, over a month ago. The last 4 games in a row haven't been the kind of games we historically see from Pioneer. Of course, they are that historic powerhouse football school everyone throughout the state has heard of, but this season just hasn't been one for the Panthers to remember. Chris, I know you have dealt with Pioneer for decades. Can you ever remember a Panther team having so many struggles?
No, I can't. It's been a long time since Pioneer has had a losing season. But again, kind of a youth movement down in Royal Center this year. So they're going to be down this year, but they're not going to be down for long. There's a lot of pride and a lot of tradition in that program.
As we look at the Pioneer Panthers, last year they finished off the year 9-3, winning the first-round matchup during sectionals. This year, though, has been a different story. Leading the Panthers in rushing is their running back Rylan Tolza. He has 128 carries on the season for 827 yards, sitting at 6.5 yards per carry. In the receiving category, running back Caden Hill leads the charge with 9 receptions for 111 yards on the year, averaging 12.3 yards per catch. And in the passing category, senior Caleb Sweet has 47 attempts for 203 yards thus far into the season. Sounds like this team prefers to run more than pass. And after hearing a quick rundown, Chris, what are you expecting to see from this Pioneer Panther team?
Same old. Going to run the wing T offense and run a lot of G dive, a lot of jet sweep, and a lot of toss. So again, just a basic Pioneer offense, and we're going to line up and do what we do best and try to stop it.
We turn and look at the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. They are 7-1 heading into tonight's final regular season game. They are coming off that tough loss to LaVille in overtime last week. They hope to finish off the year the right way tonight and head into the postseason with a full head of steam. In the rushing category, sophomore fullback Brock Benson leads the way with 113 carries for 777 yards on the year, averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Right behind him is a name you may have heard of by now, Cheyenne Allen. He has carried the ball 90 times for 650 yards rushing, averaging 7.9 yards per carry. In the receiving category, sophomore Josiah McDaniel leads the way with 9 receptions for 248 yards on the year, averaging 27.6 yards per catch. In the passing category, senior quarterback Aldrich Harper has attempted 51 passes for 641 yards, averaging 23.7 yards per completion. We haven't really talked about Blue Jay stats this season, Chris. What stood out to you the most about this North Judson-San Pierre team?
Basically, it's a three-headed monster in the rushing attack with Harper, Allen, and Benson. And you've got a couple of kids on the outside in McDaniel, and just a good balanced attack for North Judson. And they're going to do what they do. They line up in that flex bone. It looks like a wing T at times, but run more option out of it. So, again, just a nice balanced attack. You have to take away the fullback, and once you do that, then Aldrich Harper is option number 2. And believe it or not, option number 3 in the option game is Cheyenne Allen. So, again, I just can't stress enough how balanced of an attack it is for this North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jay football team.
We appreciate you joining us here on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Buy, drink, smile, Coke. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
And Mellow Place, from low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
Hi,
School Sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
All right, I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Brett Lambert. You know him well. Brett, what's been your team's focus this week after such a tough grinder last week?
We watched the film from the Ville game, and obviously we got a loss in that one. But just watching the film, I mean, if we had 40 plays on offense, probably 32 of them, weren't very good. Even the ones that got some yards, we didn't execute well with all 11 guys. So, this week it's all about, getting the execution there. So we have, again, 11 guys doing what they're supposed to do and doing it the correct way. So, again, that was a major focus with the kids.
Anything in particular you said to your guys this week dealing with it being the last game of the regular season?
Nope. It's just, same mentality we've had all year. It's the next game up. Pioneer happens to be that team. Of course, we haven't beaten Pioneer since 2008. And then they're down this year, and there's no doubt about that. But, that's, I guess, not our concern. It's just they happen to be the team that's in the way right now, and we gotta take care of business and get it done.
What do you personally want to see on the field tonight?
I just want to see us execute the plays correctly. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like it was awful. I don't want to make it sound like that. But just when you get in big games like that LaVille game last week, if you execute not properly, then it's going to show up and it's going to result in a loss. Because you can get away with it against bad teams, but against good teams, you got to be on all the time. And I think our kids learned a hard lesson there.
Anything you'd like the fans listening to know tonight?
Just, like usual, it's senior night. Let's get behind the team and, cheer us on to another victory.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
Welcome to Marian University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marian University. Marian's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marian University is ranked third most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marian.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marian.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm here with head coach of the Pioneer Panthers, Adam Berry, in his 7th season. Coach, what do you know about the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays?
They're a great team. There's a reason why they're top 5 in the state in 1A. Probably the favorites going into our sectional starting next week. They have a great offense. They run their triple option really well. The quarterbacks 99% of the time makes the correct read. Fullback who can barrel it in there for 4 or 5 yards, then break one loose, then Cheyenne, who at any time can take to the house. So definitely going to be a tall task for us, but we're ready for the challenge.
Anything in particular you're hoping to see from your team on the field tonight?
Just all-out effort. That's been one of the disappointments this year, going back and watching film that, when we start getting down a little bit, we kind of just start hanging our heads. So, just seeing them build that momentum, playing a quality game the last week of the regular season going into sectional.
Can you give us a glimpse of what your pregame speech may sound like to your kids tonight?
Basically what I said, go out and play hard for 4 quarters. We're obviously the underdog. We have nothing to lose out here. And, let's prepare ourselves. Let's be playing our best ball going into sectionals.
Well, from an outside perspective, not used to hearing Pioneer be considered an underdog here tonight, but good luck tonight, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Time now for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Once again, here's Mitch Colombi and Chris McGowan.
All right, as we get set for Week 9 action, what are your keys to the game as a Pioneer Panther, Chris?
Come out, take care of the football, and like you said, play hard for 4 quarters. You're the underdog. You got nothing to lose. Just leave it out all on the line, really, and try to build some momentum for next week.
Now, flip sides, you were the head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Chris. What does your pregame locker room speech sound like for these Blue Jays?
Volleyball for 1 year, basketball for 3 years.
You talk about the performance you had last week, and tonight we start new, we start fresh, and we start another 7-game winning streak going into sectionals, but it starts tonight with taking care of the football, getting off to a fast start, and just not letting Pioneer hang around. So I think if you're North Judson, again, don't turn the ball over, execute, and work on that consistency on the offensive side of the ball.
That's your Keys to the Game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. We are going to take a break as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our starting lineup is next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
For the class of 2023.
Here at the Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth, we have one of the largest vehicle selections in northern Indiana. We know that you can visit any number of dealerships when shopping for a new car. That's why we always make sure we go above and beyond for our loyal customers throughout Michiana. Our Auto Finance Center also works to ensure that you take advantage of a lease or loan solution that fits your budget. Lots of new inventory in stock and en route. Special local market pricing. Come drive the new Silverado and soon the new Hummer EV. Stop by our showroom today or go to Auto Park Chevrolet BuickGMC.com and see more, or even buy that special car you're looking for. The Auto Park Chevrolet Buick GMC in Plymouth. Come see the value.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information on the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jocelyn Radke.
Now it's time for the starting lineups.
For the Blue Jays on offense, starting at quarterback is Aldrich Harper, the running back Cheyenne Allen, who we will most likely hear a lot from tonight, and Quentin Frazier. Starting at fullback is Brock Benson. Starting wide receivers are Josiah McDaniel and Jackson Boyd. Holding the fort down on the offensive line for the Blue Jays are Jacob Gebka, Kenyon Minix, Cole Kozakar, Tyler Barnhart, and Hunter Redlin. For the Blue Jays on defense, starting on the defensive line are Logan Radke, Jackson Boyd, CJ Sanchez, and Cole Kozakar. The middle linebackers are Quentin Frazier and Cheyenne Allen. The outside linebackers are Aldrich Harper and Samuel Hollum. The cornerbacks are Cole Wilcox and Gabe Ellis. And starting at safety tonight is Josiah McDaniel. That is your starting lineup for tonight, as we will be back to get set for kickoff as Week 9 of the 2022 Indiana High School football season from North Judson, Indiana is about to get started. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Blue Jay Tennis seniors, the first one up.
What's good about Dairy Queen? Dilly Bars, DQ Cakes, Blizzards, and the $5 buck lunch. Stop in for the $5 buck lunch with an entree, fresh hot fries, your choice of an ice-cold Coca-Cola product, and a soft-serve sundae flavor of your choice. Available every day from 11 to 4. Have a $5 buck lunch exclusively at Dairy Queen. Proud to support high school sports on US 35 Monticello Street in Winnipeg. Find out what's good about Dairy Queen.
Nathan is being escorted by Erica and Jason.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
For 1 year and is a 10-year member of the 4-H.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place. From low-key
Nathan
to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke, so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Golf team for the fall. Our first
Welcome back to Liberty Field as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host the Pioneer Panthers. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. As we look at our other area teams, Chris, Mark Hall and his West Central Trojans travel to North White tonight. They hope to finish their 2022 campaign with a win, giving them only one loss on the year. What are your thoughts on this year's Trojans?
Olivia Burkett.
Coach, I'm glad to see Mark Hall finally have some success. They struggled the last 3 or 4 years. These seniors played a lot of football the last 4 years, and they put it together here this year. And it looks like they have the opportunity tonight to go down to North White, who's a rival, and win the conference outright tonight. So I look to them, as long as they take care of the football, I look for them to do that tonight and put away the Vikings early and bring home a conference title tonight.
The Culver Cavs look to continue their 3-game win streak as they take on LaVille tonight. Of course, the Cavs beat the Pioneer Panthers last week for the first time in school history. What do you think transpires in LaVille tonight, Chris?
Sarah and Rodrigo Flores.
I'll tell you what, LaVille has the opportunity to win the
National Honor Society for 3 years, and Student Council for 2 years.
I look for LaVille to just take care of business and prepare for the sectional. But again, Culver, give Mike Zahner and his coaching staff all the credit in the world. Graduated a lot of seniors last year. Come back and to finish or to be 5-3 at this point is just a huge test.
Being escorted by Lysandra
Culver put in this year.
And Maria.
You can catch that matchup between the Cavs and Lancers on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR with the boss, Tony Ross and crew on Max 98.3 FM. We invite you to flip back and forth between them and us to catch all the action in this area of Indiana as Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has got you covered. The Knox Redskins are on a bit of a roll as well. They take on the Caston Comets at Community Field tonight. It's senior night as well for them. The Redskins have won the last 2 games in a row, Chris. Looks like things are coming together nicely for this Knox team late in the season.
A big thank you to all their families,
and Knox
and everyone that made their participation in all of our activities here.
It's in 5-3 right now, but Caston coming to town on senior night. Look for Knox to put that one away early.
The Winamac Warriors traveled to Bourbon, Indiana tonight to face Triton. Winamac comes off that much-needed win last week against Caston. And finally, the South Central Satellites of Union Mills will play their final game of the regular season at home. They take on Hammond Knoll. Hasn't been the season Buzz Schoaf wanted for his Satellites, but like he said last week, they are a great group of guys that just won't give up, Chris.
Yeah, and they keep working hard, and we saw them. We had them for our game of the week last week against South Newton, and obviously came up short. Tough week at South Central, but again, I actually think South Central's favored in this game tonight against Hammond Bishop Knoll. So good opportunity for Buzz Schoaf and the South Central Satellites to pick up win number 2 tonight.
I agree. It was a tough game to broadcast last Friday, especially with what had been going on there in South Central of Union Mills. We really hope that Buzz Schoaf and his Satellites can get a win tonight. All of that, though, sets up for our WKVI game of the week tonight. The Pioneer Panthers coming into tonight at 2-6 on the year, hope to end their season on a high note. On the other hand, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays want to avenge last week's loss to LaVille, as that has been their only loss on the year. This is Indiana high school football. Let's talk about last week, Chris, in the LaVille Lancers North Judson game. As you've had a week to digest what happened, talk to our listeners about what tonight may potentially mean for the Blue Jays.
Tonight for North Judson, it's just about riding the ship and getting back to the winning ways and executing. You heard Coach Lambert talking in the interview there in the pregame about just the execution was not where it needed to be against an opponent the caliber of LaVille. So if North Judson has aspirations of making it further than they did last year, and last year they were semi-state runner-up, when you get to that level, no matter whether it's 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, you have to be able to execute every single play and be 100% correct on every assignment. So, again, if you're North Judson, I think you might want to come out and try to send a message to the rest of the state that last week was, just a mirage, really. But again, it comes down to just executing it and becoming consistent again on offense.
Well, off the mic, when I talked to head coach Brett Lambert and also athletic director Michael Sarkozy, it sounds like they want to get in this game early, try to get some secondary players some minutes tonight. So we'll try to keep a lookout of who's going to get more minutes than they used to, because this is the last game of the season. If you get this game locked up early, I'm guessing going to want to save some of your starting players, I would guess, Chris.
Your very own North Judson-San Pierre.
Yeah, get them rested for the opening sectional game next week at South Newton. North Judson has to go all the way to Kentland.
Starters for the visiting
but again, I think also too, try to get this game in before the rain hits. The radar is looking like about 8:30 could hit us here at Liberty Field.
Well, I have a score update from our sister station, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR, straight from Tony the Boss Ross. 7-0 right now. LaVille is leading over the Culver Cavs.
Number 56, Noah Van Meter.
I look for LaVille to take care of business tonight. Really, all the games in the HNAC shouldn't be really close. Shouldn't be too close tonight. So, kind of a ho-hum type of a night in the HNAC tonight.
Well, as I said before, I invite all of our listeners to jump back and forth for all this sport coverage in this area. I don't know where you're going to find a broadcasting company that can cover upwards of 16 to 20 schools and get you this information like we are providing tonight. We're so glad to be here. We appreciate you joining us here on K99.3 WKVI and around the world on WKVI.com. We also want to say hello to our viewers on IHSAATV.org. Wherever you are, we so appreciate you. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here at Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, as WKVI will always be there. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Well, it is senior night here at North Judson, Chris. We saw the seniors be acknowledged from North Judson-San Pierre just a little bit ago as the band is about to get onto the field to start our national anthem. Tell us the vibe you're getting down on the field. I know you've been pacing back and forth between each 40-yard line there in the center of the field. We see you on IHSA TV and hear you here on K99.3. Tell us what you're smelling, what you're feeling, what you're hearing, what's going on down there, Chris.
The Blue Jays are coached by Brett.
Just an excited home crowd tonight for senior night. The North Judson faithful came out to support the seniors on this football team. Not only the senior players, but the senior managers as well. But North Judson does it right. They actually honor all their full athletes here at the football game. So just a big night for North Judson. And as a Blue Jay, as a former Blue Jay, you always want to see the seniors get sent off right here at Liberty Field.
Well, we see the Panthers entering the field. Of course, we were told earlier by Athletic Director Michael Sarkozy they are running light tonight. Looks like they're only going to have 23 available to play, so a lot of minutes for those fellas on the other side of the field. For North Judson, though, they're locked and loaded. No injuries to report. We saw Canyon Minix go down a few weeks ago. So glad to hear him get back into the starting lineup last week. Chris had a little bit of an update with Brett Lambert. He said he's fine. He's ready to go tonight. Of course, they count on Minix there on that D-line. He is quite the player, I believe he's a defensive lineman.
I think Minix is an offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman, excuse me. Thank you. I was looking here on my sheet. Yeah, he is a very key, integral part to that offensive line. Of course, we see a lot of movement happen because of Aldrich Harper and Cheyenne Allen, but if it wasn't for that O-line, they wouldn't be able to get things done, as the war is always won in the trenches. A few weeks ago when we were here, Chris, we awarded the entire offensive line the players of the game, and quite frankly, they did do such a good job for the Blue Jays that night. I look for another great night for the O-line and a war for the trenches tonight, Chris.
Yeah, game football is actually, believe it or not, you're on a field that's 54 yards wide, 100 yards long, and it's a game that's won in the trenches. It comes down to a matter of inches. And whichever team, offensive line or defensive line, can control those inches up front is the team that usually comes out on top. It's funny how that works. The bigger the field, those inches add up quite a bit.
Well, we are here at Liberty Field of North Judson, Indiana for the final regular season game of the 2022 campaign. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we've been serving family farms for over 130 years.
Here we go, Blue Jay fans. This Friday night, the lights are on. The final home game of the 2022 regular season campaign.
So we appreciate the customers we have today by finding the solutions they'll be looking for tomorrow. Are you ready to talk about your farm operation? Stop by a branch or visit us online at ffbt.com. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Equal opportunity lender. Member FDIC.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
And here come your Blue Jays.
The beat begins. And Melon plays from low-key to high-top. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best things in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke, so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're topping this summer.
Rick Rapp, 5-star in the Knox Mall. Man, there's nothing but meat and taters in this week's savings.
Meat and potatoes. U.S. government inspected center cut rib pork chops, $1.99 a pound. Go back to the deli and find Open Acres cooked deli ham. Full pound price, $5.49. Jack's original pizza. The kids are happy again. 12 inches ordered varieties, 3 for $8.88. Where might we find that 5-star?
Of our national anthem by the Blue Jay marching band under the direction of Mr. Carl Stephens.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Officials for tonight's
And we welcome you back here to Liberty Field in North Judson, Indiana, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host the Pioneer Panthers for the final week of the 2022 Indiana High School football regular season. The on-field PA announcer tonight is Nathan Radke here in North Judson. The clock operator is Bill Ransom. The play clock operator tonight is Gary Baxter. Our officials for this evening are Lou Brown, Joe Garnett, James Zesser, Jason McCamick, and Brad Weaver. Our sideline reporter getting all the access down on the field tonight is KVB sports analyst Chris McGowan. Chris, well, great national anthem from the band. We're getting ready. The pregame jitters are here. It's time for football. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, great night for football. Nice cool night. Hopefully we can get this in before the rain hits. But while I got the opportunity, I got a couple score updates. Both of these games in the second quarter. West Central up 8-7 at North White. So 8-7 there, the Trojans leading the Vikings in the second quarter. Also in the second quarter, Triton just put another touchdown on the board. They are now up 13-0 against the Winamac Warriors.
Wow. Well, you know, Winamac had that big win last week. We talked in the Saturday Sports Line, Chris, with head coach Josh Burgess. It just hasn't been a Winamac football year, but they've learned a lot with that young team, and I really look forward to seeing what happens next week for their first round of sectionals, but also in the future. As we look out onto the field, we see both teams' captains out there meeting for the first official conference. They are shaking hands. Looks like it's cordial for now, Chris. We will see how chippy it's going to get here a little bit later on. Of course, the officials out there giving the players the rundown of the rules, what they want to see out on the field. They want a hard-fought, clean game, but at the same time, they've got to hold themselves accountable for the rules, as we don't want to let anything get out of hand. We've seen some serious hits last Saturday on Max 98.3 FM, Chris, for WYMR's Game of the Week at Culver Academy. It was a huge, huge hit. Vinny Freeman took a huge hit by one of the Hammond-Morton Governors, and he was actually taken out on a stretcher. We never got an update on him. I sure hope Vinny Freeman of the Culver Academy Eagles is doing better, because he took probably the hardest hit I have seen thus far into my young career broadcasting. I have not seen a hit quite that hard. It was a clean hit, too. It was not helmet-to-helmet contact. It was a clean hit. It's just, this is a tough, hard-fought game. It's a tough, hard-fought sport. This is how it's going to be. So the coin has been flipped. The team's captains have shaken hands. It looks like Pioneer is going to receive first, as we are set for Week 9 action here in North Judson, Indiana. I am Mitch Columbi. With us is our sports analyst down on the field. You may see him walking around on the field throughout the game if you're watching it on IHSAA TV. But don't worry, if you're hearing us on the radio, Chris is walking all around, getting his steps in constantly throughout the game, getting an inside glimpse of what each team is hoping to do out on the field. Did you get a chance to talk with anybody else that we may deem important to report on before the game starts, Chris?
Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated, and are grounds for removal from the event.
And one of the officials,
we thank you for your cooperation.
Mr. Weaver, he actually coached many, many years ago in the North-South All-Star game.
Wow.
So kind of a little get-together there before the game. So that was kind of interesting. Just the respect that people have for Hank Orcus in the football community around the state is something to behold.
Well, you know, I've grown to know in the last several weeks that the Orcus name is a very big name in this area and part of the state of Indiana, and a big athletic family. As we know, an Orcus is one of the assistant coaches here at North Judson.
Yeah, he's my brother-in-law, and he's also the principal here at the high school.
Cheyenne Allen set to kick away to the Panthers, and they're going to pick this up at their own 15-yard line and bring it back. They trap up to about the 30-yard line, maybe tackled at about the 34-yard line. It took a couple of Blue Jays to bring him down. And here we go for the first play of the game, as our kickoff was, of course, sponsored by JT Shirt Shack and Web Printing of Winnemac. We so appreciate them also being our sponsor for our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week, and we invite you to join us tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, where we will announce our Athlete of the Week. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 35-yard line. Sets his man in motion from shotgun. He hands off. That's number 5, Caden Hill, around the left side. He gets it about the 37-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by number 32 of North Judson. That was Sam Hollum.
Yeah, just a jet sweep there to start the game for the Pioneer Panthers.
Pick up a 4 on the play. It brings up 2nd and 6.
Picking up 4 yards on first down, so staying ahead of the sticks for Pioneer.
All right. I'm trying to find the number for the quarterback right now. That's number 12, Mika Rands, who is the quarterback right now, took the snap and hands off up the middle for a couple of yards. I guess I was looking for Caleb Sweet to be the quarterback this evening.
Belows on the carry. C.J. Sanchez on the stop. Short gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 5.
Deloza there on the carry for the Panthers. So pick up 2 yards there on 2nd down. So a 3rd and 4 here for North Judson. Big 3rd down here early on. Money down for the North Judson-San Pierre defense.
All right, Mika Rands from shotgun takes the snap. He keeps it himself. No, yes, he did keep it himself, but he got nowhere as number 89. That's Logan Radke for the Blue Jays, and he liked that one himself as they got nowhere. It'll be 4th down, and the Pioneers will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, Micah Rands there, I think, just misread the defensive end there for North Judson. That was an option play, and should have probably given that ball, but going to learn to live to fight another battle here.
The punt barely got up and away. The Blue Jays almost blocked it, but it does get out clean and rolled to the Blue Jays 19 or 20-yard line, where the Blue Jays will take over for their first time on offense this evening.
So again, a good start here defensively for North Judson. Gave up 4 yards on 1st down, but 2nd and 3rd down clamped down, and we're able to get off the field. And now let's see what happens here offensively for North Judson.
All right, senior quarterback Aldrich Harper trots up to the line of scrimmage. It's been a few weeks since we've seen these Blue Jays. Let's see what they do. Harper sets his man in motion. He hands off. No, he keeps it himself. Now he flicks it out to Gabe Ellis on the far right side. He's going to trip his way up to about the 30-yard line, out of the 40, 45, 50 before he's tackled into the other side of the field in Panther territory at about the 49-yard line. And the Panthers almost had Gabe Ellis, but he got away.
Good for a Blue Jay.
Yeah, and there's the triple option. Very seldom you actually see it get to that 3rd option, but again, very nice execution there by North Judson. Great read for Aldrich Harper, and Gabe Ellis pick up of about 27 yards there on 1st down.
That's a name we're going to hear, quite frankly, a lot this evening. Gabe Ellis is one of those names you're going to hear. All right, Aldrich Harper under center. He's got Benson behind him, sets his man in motion. He keeps it himself. Now he flicks out to Cheyenne Allen, who's going to get across to about the 45. Now to the 40. Now to the 35. He's still trucking along as it took a couple of Panthers to bring him down. Number 2 on the play, Caleb Sweet for the Panthers, is who helped bring Cheyenne Allen down with a big 1st down run.
1st down.
Again, triple option. If it's not broke, don't fix it. North Judson just running the same play the opposite way. The one thing I would like to see there North Judson do is Cheyenne Allen getting a little bit better pitch relationship to the quarterback. We got a little too close there to Aldrich Harper and was lucky that ball didn't hit him in the face mask and go bouncing on the field.
Yeah, wasn't much room for Harper to make the pitch, but he made it happen as now he's in shotgun, 1st and 10, ball on the Panther 30. Takes the snap and hands off to Brock Benson, but the Panthers knew who to look for on that one as a couple of them were on the play. One of them, Tyler Zellers, is the one I saw get tackled on the play.
For the Panthers.
Low snap there from the center that kind of messed up the timing of the play. Loss of 1 there. Not very often if you see Benson get stopped for a loss. carrying the football. But again, the low snap kind of messed up the timing of that play for North Judson.
2nd and 11, ball on Panthers 31-yard line. Harper under center, takes the snap, he hands off to Benson up the middle, and they're fighting for every yard they can, but the Panthers are crowding that line of scrimmage very well, Chris.
Yeah, doing a good job of basically mucking everything up there in the middle of the field. So North Judson having success to the outside. Look like they may go back to the outside here. Maybe look for what they call their power toss here to Cheyenne Allen.
So it'll be the Blue Jays' first third down of the evening, 3rd and 10, ball on the Panthers' 30-yard line. 8:45 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless still. Aldrich Harper, the senior quarterback under center, ready to take this one. Takes the snap. He flicks it back to Cheyenne Allen to try to get the first down. He's got several Panthers that read it well, but he still gets out of it. Now he's got 6 Panthers all around him. I don't know how he was still standing, Chris, but they brought him down at the 35-yard line as it is going to be a loss. Unfortunate play for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great effort there by Cheyenne Allen, but again, got out of that first debacle there, but Pioneer doing a good job of rallying to the football, and the second group was able to bring him down for a loss. So North Judson facing a 4th and 15 here early on.
4th and 15, and they're in that part of the area of the field where they're going to go for it. As if they'd punt, it'd just be about the same. So Aldrich Harper from shotgun takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He moves up into the pocket now, moves out to the right side. He's got a Panther after him. He takes a huge hit, and it's going to be caught by Josiah McDaniel on the 13-yard line. My goodness.
Woo! Comes back for it. Gets the ball down to the 12-yard line. That's good for a Blue
good
Jay.
job. Scramble play there. Actually, a good job of breaking his route off and coming back to the ball. And so on 4th and 15 there, North Judson converting a big first down and keeping this drive alive. We're going to be 1st and 10 from about the 13-yard line.
Well, and we have an injured player on the field. That's number 50 for the Pioneer Panthers, Eli Miller, the senior outside linebacker and defensive lineman. You hate to see this. Boy, I just never know what to say in these situations, Chris. I just don't want to see anybody injured. It's not looking good right now as you see the training staff from Pioneer and head coach Adam Berry heading out there to talk with him, see how things are looking. As this is Eli Miller, number 50 for the Pioneer Panthers. I didn't see him get contact. It was in the general area, I would say, Chris, of where Josiah McDaniel of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays caught the pass. So it must have been in that time frame.
It looked like he was trying to make a break on the ball.
Lady Jays volleyball team in sectional action
usually
tomorrow.
You don't like to see those
the first game will be at 10 a.m.
game of football or
and then when the Lady Jays advance, they'll be in the
they're looking at the right knee, so you're going to get help off here. Hopefully he's able to come back, but
a reminder, the JV football game between Pioneer and North
Well, he's
Judson
getting helped off by a couple other Panthers as
the middle school 7th and 8th
he couldn't do this alone. That's not looking good, guys. We'll definitely try to get an injury report update a little bit later on, but we sure hope the senior Eli Miller is going to make through this one okay. As you see a couple of Panthers come up and pat him on the shoulders. You know, sometimes when you see a player go down, Chris, I remember one time I saw one of my teammates go down with an injury. It just kind of really fires the team up. You really want to play a little bit that much harder for the player that went down.
It does, and again, you know, this Pioneer Panther team, a lot of pride, a lot of tradition. So, again, next man up, and we'll see how things go here. With it being 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line for North Judson. Again, just having converted a big 4th and 15 through the air. And
13-yard line.
They're going to re-huddle as they haven't started the play clock yet. So 7:40 left here in the first quarter, and North Judson knocking on the door.
Yeah, after that amazing pass play from Aldrich Harper to Josiah McDaniel, it's 1st and 10, ball on Panthers 13. Harper takes the snap, he hands off to Cheyenne Allen up the right side. He may have a yard, if that. The Panthers are really doing a good job at keeping an eye on the running game.
Caleb Sweden on the
right now doing a good job of moving their front four, not giving North Judson angles to be able to block, but doing a good job of, like I said, slanting their front four, and so far they've been able to guess right here on about 3 or 4 runs in a row.
Second and 9, ball on the 12-yard line in Panther territory. Harper under center, takes the snap after setting his man in motion. He keeps it himself after fake handoffing. He rolls around to the right side and gets taken out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Looks like he was tackled on the play by number 5. That was Caden Hill of the Panthers.
Hill on the
the safety there, Peyton Hill, doing a good job in that triple option game defensively and taking the quarterback. So North Judson here, 3rd and 2 from the 5-yard line. They're able to pick up a first down inside the 5, so definitely 4-down territory for the Blue Jays.
3rd and 2. They need something here. Harper under center. Looks like that's Brock Benson behind him. He sets Cheyenne Allen in motion. Cheyenne gets the handoff. He rolls his way up the middle. Does he have it? And he does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Cheyenne Allen strikes first, as it'll be 6-0 here at Liberty Field in North Judson, Indiana. Did you see the play on that, Chris?
Yeah, they just North Judson just ran an ISO there, and Cheyenne Allen got hit about the 3-yard line, but was just able to outstretch there and get the ball across the goal line for the 6th.
Well, if it wasn't for that big-time pass play on 3rd and long, this would not have been possible for the Blue Jays as they strike first. As the snap, and there are flags on the play during the extra point. It looks like there was a Panther offsides.
Yeah, going to call offsides here against Pioneer. So Coach Lambert last week when this happened decided to go for 2 against LaVille. And it looks like going to send the offensive unit back out and try to get a 1.5 yards for 2 points.
It'll be half the distance to the goal. Retry the point after.
So it looks like I do see several of the main offensive pieces going out, and they will be going for 2 here, Chris. So might as well take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you, and that's exactly what head coach Brett Lambert is doing here, as he's got senior quarterback Aldrich Harper under center and Brock Benson right behind him. He sets Cheyenne Allen in motion. Of course, it's Cheyenne Allen who gets the call, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So Cheyenne Allen provides us with 6 points and the 2-point conversion, as 8 points are now on the scoreboard. It's 8-0 here in North Judson.
Yeah, again, just ran the same play that they scored the previous touchdown on, and Cheyenne Allen, again, just doing a good job of absorbing that first contact and stretching out and getting the ball across the goal line. So 6:07 left in the first quarter. North Judson strikes first, up 8-0.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. I have a score update from the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3, our sister station, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR. LaVille leads Culver Cavaliers 13-0 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter, Chris.
Actually, LaVille just put another one on the board. I had 21-0.
Oh, well, Tony must have not got the text to me just soon enough. So another score from LaVille, 21-0 in Culver, as we knew it was going to be a tough one for the Cavs, but they have had a great last few games. Of course, they won the last 3 games in a row. They're heading into their sectional next weekend, and they're looking good as of late. Of course, anybody that plays LaVille is up for a big task. Is Cheyenne Allen set to kick this one away with 6:07 to go here in the first quarter? It's going to be returned at about the 18-yard line. That's number 17, Tyler Zellers for the Panthers. He cuts over to the right side and gets it up to maybe the 33-yard line before he's tackled by, it looks like that was number 33, Quentin Frazier on the tackle for the Blue Jays, the senior.
It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers.
A couple more score updates from Community Field in Knox. In the first quarter, Knox up 14-0 against Caston. In the second quarter, Triton 21, Winamac 6.
Well, it just shows how late this game started this evening for us, Chris. Panthers take the snap. It's a fumbled snap, and he's going to have to pounce on it immediately. That was number 12 for the Panthers. Mika Rayans, I sure hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is a freshman out there doing the quarterback duties, Chris.
Yeah, he's, of course, on the snap right there, kind of hit him in the hands, but was able to recover it for a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and 14. But I'd be a little nervous being a freshman with this defense coming at.
Oh, man.
Sure.
Rands takes the snap. It was 2nd and 14, and they're handing it off, and it's going to be a loss on downs. You're exactly right, Chris. You see that D-line for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays coming at you. You might have to go to the bathroom.
Number 68. David Brown
Again,
on the stop for the
good
Jays.
defensive execution
No gain on the
North
play.
Judson.
It'll be 3rd and 14.
Actually no gain on that play, so 3rd and 14 here for the Panthers.
3rd and 14, ball on their own 31-yard line. We just passed the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Rand sets his man in motion, takes the snap. He rolls out to the left side. He throws, and it is caught at the 38-yard line, but that's not going to be nearly enough as it'll be 4th down. Boy, he had several Blue Jays after him there, Chris. I'm surprised he got it away.
8-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 7.
Yeah, good execution there. Just rolled him out. Kind of a bootleg action there. Had a bunch of linemen in front of him. A bunch of defensive linemen coming after him. Was able to find the receiver, but just not enough for a Panther first down.
4:20 and counting to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 as the Blue Jays lead. The Panthers are set to punt this one away, and it's blocked immediately. And they're going to get it and they pick it up. That's number 9 for the Blue Jays. He gets to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Blue Jays. Trey McGowan with the pickup off the blocked punt, Chris. Unbelievable. Huge play for the Blue Jays.
Trey McGowan on the
wow.
Yeah, again, North Judson almost blocked the first punt, and I think they got a little bit more aggressive on this one, obviously, and were able to get it done. And Tim McGowan and Johnny on the spot with the scoop and score there for North Judson.
Well, perfect place and perfect time. That's what Trey McGowan did on that play right there, as they are now 14-0 for the extra point. The kick is up away, and it is good. 15-0. Things are happening fast here in North Judson, as the Panthers didn't quite see that happening so fast, as the offense will have to come back on the field very quickly, Chris.
Yeah, again, North Judson able to strike quickly. Again, just great execution on the punt block there for North Judson. And again, McGowan doing a good job of scooping that ball up and taking it to the house. So just like that, it is now 15-0 with 4:07 left in the first quarter.
Well, the first few minutes of this first quarter, I'll tell you, all the way to the 5-minute mark, seemed to take a little bit of time here. But this last minute and a half, Chris, this is a lot of points in a short amount of time. This gives the offense for the Blue Jays a little bit more of a rest. As a head coach, do you like seeing that, or do you not like having the defense rolling back over and getting back onto the field so quickly?
Well, to me, it really doesn't matter. I kind of like the momentum you built defensively here, so these kids are young and they can handle it. So kind of like let the defense roll a little bit here, as long as they're getting the job done.
Alan,
I have another score update at halftime at North White. West Central 14, North White 14.
Wow.
So that rivalry, West Central's in a battle.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on the Trojans, as they've had a great season thus far, as the kick is up and away from the Blue Jays. That's number 5, Caden Hill for the Panthers, who's going to return this one all the way back to about the 40-yard line. That's a great return for the Panthers, as it took a couple of Blue Jays to bring him down. But, yeah, Caden Hill, great return for the Panthers.
From the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the wind playing havoc with the football there. That ball got held up, and he did a great job of catching that ball in the air, had all of his momentum going forward. So, yes, a great return there for Pioneers. They will have great starting field position.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Takes the snap. He hands off. That's number 15 on the play. That was Rylan Tolza, who gets nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose some yardage on this play. Huge defensive play for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great play there. Not very often do you see a defensive tackle make a play on a jet sweep. That's pretty impressive.
That was a fast move.
Yeah, they're doing a good. Yeah, Jacob Gepka, they're doing a great job defending that jet sweep for North Judson.
Yeah, Jacob Kepka, quick off the snap on that play there. Shows you a little taste of this Blue Jay defense as the Panthers are going to take this one and hand off, but it doesn't matter. The option is just not working right now for this Panther team. It looks like the Blue Jays are reading this perfectly, Chris.
Boyd and Connor Benson leading the charge for the Jays.
Well, usually an option team knows how to defend the option. So, again, North Judson here doing a great job of executing defensively, and now Pioneer has put themselves behind the sticks at 3rd and 17.
Yeah, long way to go here. 3rd and 17, ball on their own 34-yard line with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 15-0, the Blue Jays lead. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, and fires. They're going to gain a few yards, but it's not enough to get him back to the original spot of the ball at the 40. As another 4th down here, Chris. A little worried about punting here, or what do you think?
You can't be worried about punting. You just got to make sure you shore up, give your guys up front an opportunity to communicate who they're going to block. And Caleb Sweet there, just great reception, just short of the first down mark.
All right, the punt is up and away clean this time as it bounces in Blue Jay territory at about the 35 and rolls all the way down to about the 23, where the Panthers will pick it up, and the Blue Jay offense will join them out on the field with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Well, if you're the Blue Jays, Chris, what do you think you do here? A 2-minute offense here going into the end of the first quarter. What do you plan to do here as a head coach if you were a coach of the Blue Jays?
Nothing that we wouldn't do any other time. Just run the base offense here and work on execution and try to put another one on the board here before on this drive.
Harper takes the snap. He ran into, looked like that was Cheyenne Allen who he handed it off to. And kind of was friendly fire on that play. Looks like they're talking over the handoff situation for future use there, Chris. You had mentioned that a little bit earlier.
Baker led the way for Pioneer.
Yeah, again, it's just back to the execution and what Coach Lambert talked about, watching the game film from two of them. All it takes is for one guy to not do his assignment. Two of them. All it takes is for one guy to not do his assignment. And right there, a little miscommunication on the handoff.
Harper under center takes the snap after he gets his man in motion. Now he flicks it out to the left side. He uses that. He used the option for Cheyenne Allen, but Cheyenne got tripped up by number 5. That was Caden Hill for the Pioneer Panthers. Might have been a saving touchdown tackle there, Chris.
27-yard line. That'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, definitely saved the touchdown there. The shoestring tackle by Caden Hill. So North Judson here, 3rd and 7. So. Again, I liked what I liked on that play there was Cheyenne Allen was a little bit better off in his pitch phase, pitch relationship with the quarterback there, so that looked a lot better.
A little more cleaned up, attention to detail as Harper's going to set the man in motion. Takes the snap, keeps it himself. He flicks it out to Gabe Ellis on the right side. Gabe tried to make something happen. But, boy, I tell you what, Chris, other than the freak 2 points we've seen from the Blue Jays, the Panthers' defense is doing an excellent job on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, doing a good job of flying to the football, and North Judson looks like they don't have to snap it here, and I probably would. I would wait because right now you're going to be punting into the wind. But if you wait for this clock to run out, you actually have the wind at your back. And I'm actually surprised Pioneer didn't call a timeout just to make North Judson punt into the wind.
So they're going to let the clock run out as that's the end of the first quarter. 15-0 as the North Judson-San here Blue Jays lead the Pioneer Panthers of Royal Center, Indiana, here in North Judson, Indiana at Liberty Field. I am Mitch Columbia. Along with us is sports analyst Chris McGowan down on the sidelines. We're so glad to be here on K99.3 FM and WKVI.com, as well as IHSAATV.org. If you're watching online, how are you? So glad you've joined us tonight as the Blue Jays are taking it to the Panthers right now. Will we see a response here from this Panthers unit, you think, Chris?
Well, they're having the opportunity here to some adjustments here to order break, so we'll see offensively what they're able to come up with. They've had some success with a couple of passes with the running game has kind of stalled out. Their biggest play on the ground was the first play of the game, that jet sweep for 4 yards. Other than that, the North Judson-San Blue Jay defense has done a great job of shutting down the running game. So, again, Pioneers had some success moving the ball through the air. So we'll see what happens here.
Today's sports broadcast is brought to you by Dairy Queen in Winamac. We thank them for being part of the community and supporting local high school sports. We also thank Mark's Body Shop in Knox. They're proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair or semi and RV repairs, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. So, fresh quarter to start here in the second. 15-0 the Blue Jays lead as they're set to pump this one away.
For the Panthers.
We flip sides of the field because it's change of quarter. Oh, and the Panthers are going to block this punt as the punt was clean snap, but it did not. It was blocked by the Panthers. I couldn't get the words out there, Chris. A lot had happened, but number 56 for the Panthers picked it up, Noah Van Meter, and they are going to be on the Blue Jays' 10-yard line.
Cole Wilcox was there to drive him out of bounds. It'll be first and 10 Panthers.
Some special teams here for both teams coming to play tonight. Two blocked punts, and so now North Judson defensively have their backs against the wall. With Pioneer taking the ball over deep in North Judson territory on the 13-yard line.
The Panthers special team has given their offense a gift as they are on their own Blue Jays 10-yard line where they take the snap and hand off and don't get much. The Blue Jays are reading their offense well tonight.
After a pickup of a yard, maybe two.
North Judson very disciplined defensively, and yards on the ground are hard to come by here for Pioneers. So 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line. And, again, North Judson defense with their backs against the wall.
Freshman Mika Rands for the Pioneer Panthers under center, ready to take the snap. Sets his man in motion, hands off up the middle. That's number 15, Rylan Tolza, who's trying to get his way towards the end zone, and he's tripped up and tackled. I didn't catch the number on that.
Picks up a host of Blue Jays.
About 3 or 4 Blue Jays there on that play, but that's going to 3rd and 6 here for Pioneer. And again, maybe look for Pioneer here to roll out Micah, the quarterback, and get him out in space, give him an option to either throw it or run it for the first down.
So 3rd and 6, they were given a gift by their special teams as they're going to take the snap and hand off up the middle again. It's Rylan Tolza, who's going to get a few on the carry. I don't know if he had enough, though.
Picks up a couple.
That's going to be 2 yards short. So it's going to be 4th and 2 here for Pioneer.
So it looks like they are going to go for this here. They want some points. And you hear the Blue Jay faithful getting loud, trying to support their Blue Jay defense. They want to keep this scoreless here in North Judson. All right, Micah takes the snap. Fumble on the play. Well, I don't know who came up with it, but I guess it doesn't matter anyway. The Blue Jays are going to take over on downs as a fumbled snap there. Tough timing there for the Pioneer Panthers.
Yeah, Micah Rands, the freshman quarterback there, had perfect
ball be spotted just across the 5-yard line.
Pulled away from the center a little too early, and was trying to get that. They were going to run the strong toss sweep there, and just forgot the most important thing: get the ball first before you can make the toss.
So turnover on downs. The Blue Jays deep in their own territory. Ball on the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Harper takes the snap. He's throwing, and he's going to get sacked in the end zone. It's going to be a safety, a big-time sack by number 34, I believe. Is that who that? Yes, 34. Peyton Schnurple. Peyton Schnurple, the senior. Huge sack for them, as that's a safety for the Panthers, and they get on the board as it's 15-2 here with 10 minutes just to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, just a great blitz there by Pioneer. Brought the house, and North Judson did not have very much time there to execute the pass play. Kind of shocked that North Judson tried to go with the play action pass there deep in their own territory. But hey, they've had success moving the ball through the air. So again, great execution defensively by Pioneer, and maybe they can get some momentum offensively here from the safety.
I have a score update from Culver. The Culver Community Cavaliers taking on the LaVille Lancers this evening. LaVille up 28-0 at halftime right now, Chris.
Can't say that I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, tough game in Culver right now. Of course, you can catch that on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR with Tony the Boss Ross and crew on Max 98.3 FM. Feel free to jump back and forth. We've got all the sports coverage in this area of Indiana taken care of here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. So the Blue Jays are set to kick this one away as the Panthers got a much-needed safety. It's 15-2. Those 2 points could come in handy for them, as that could erase one of those 2-point conversions for the Blue Jays. So that could come into play later on in the game if the Panthers turn it on here. They just need an offense to make something happen here as Cheyenne Allen kicks this one deep all the way back to about the 17-yard line, where the Panthers are going to return this one. Gets it back up to the 35, cuts over to the left side, now to the 40. Now, whoa, he is fast before he's tackled at about the 48-yard line. He ran that sideline so quickly, Chris. I'd say he got 7 yards in a matter of a second.
Yeah, had some pretty good momentum there going, and again, Pioneer are going to have great offensive field position here for this possession. So just being able to sustain a drive for Pioneer has been a problem. I don't think they have a first down in this game yet.
So Mika wants to make something happen here, takes the snap, he hands off up the middle. That's number 15, Rylan Tolza. I sure hope I'm pronouncing Mika or Micah correctly. The freshman quarterback for the Panthers.
Yepka and Brown there to bring him down after a
so good execution on first down for Pioneer. Picked for 5 yards on that first down play. So Pioneer starting to feel a little bit more comfortable here offensively.
2nd and 5. Ball on the Blue Jays 47-yard line. Rance takes the snap, he hands off. I didn't see who he handed off to, but he's going to get maybe a yard on the carry before he's tackled by a couple of Blue Jays.
Short gain on the play. Trey McGowan was there.
That was the fullback there, Ryan Pelosa.
It'll be a 3rd and 2.
Thank you for that. And it looks like the officials...
an equipment
timeout.
Equipment timeout here.
This Quentin Frazier having an issue with his glove, it looked like maybe, or maybe need to tie his shoe or cleat. All right, the Panthers are going to take the snap and hand off. I didn't see that play there, Chris. I'm sorry, I was dealing with some technical issues up here at the booth. Looks like they do get the first down and move the chains. And it looks like there's a timeout on the play. It looks like the Pioneer Panthers want to talk things over.
Their first timeout.
It'll be their first timeout used this evening.
And while I have the opportunity, I want to give a shout out to Alan Benson watching the North Judson-San Blue Jays all the way from Pace, Florida.
All right, another Floridian tuning into the broadcast. We appreciate you joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Around the world, being watched here on IHSAATV.org. Not only can you watch the game, you can hear us. So we appreciate you tuning in and joining us. We've got Chris McGowan down on the sidelines. If you're watching that game on IHSAATV, you will see him walking the sidelines in his gray and white jacket, looking fantastic this evening, as we are getting a glimpse of what's going on down on the field, talking to our coaches at halftime, as well as getting other score updates throughout this area. We've got you covered. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 8:40 to go here in the second quarter. Time's kind of creeping right now as the Panthers are working their way back into this game. As they started a little flat, they are turning things on here as they've strung a couple of plays together. As Rands is going to take the snap and hand off the number 17. That's Tyler Zellers, who's going to fight for a yard, if that, before he's tackled by a Blue Jay.
Yeah, I think of one there on the 2nd and 9 here for the Panthers.
host the Blue Jays there.
Another score update, Community Field in the second quarter. Knox now beating 28 over the Castor Conference.
Well, a big-time win for the Knox Redskins if they were to pull that out tonight, which it looks like they are. The Comets have had a tough season. It looks like they've been taking punches all year from a lot of our area's teams. They're just hoping to finish this season out with a little bit of dignity as the Redskins are taking it to them now. Rand sets his man in motion. He takes the snap and hands off to another player. I didn't see the number on that play, Chris. That's number 15. That's Tyler Zellers on the carry. May have 3.
Tolosa on the carry. Pick up about 4. It'll be 3rd and 5. Frazier with the big hit for the Jays.
It looked like it was Tolosa again on the carry there for the
thank you.
Panthers.
I appreciate that. So 3rd and 5, ball on the Blue Jays 36. Reyes takes the snap. He hands off the 15. That's Rylan Tolzo who's fighting for everything he can, and he's not going to get the first down. It's going to be 4th down.
Tolosa on the carry.
4 down territory.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, Pioneer,
Sanchez
even though they're down 15-2, defensively they played pretty well. So again,
4th and 4 for the Panthers.
If you don't get this, you look for your defense to get another stop and try to force North Judson to drive the ball 60-plus yards for a score.
The clock continues to roll as we just passed the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. 15-2, the Blue Jays lead the Pioneer Panthers. Looks like they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down as they are in that part of the field, of that area of the field, as another timeout is on play.
Timeout, Pioneer. Their first timeout.
Yeah, so 4th and 4, and Pioneer are going to call a timeout here, talk this play over, and see what they want to do. Again, right now, Coach Berry either talking about, okay, if we're going to go for this, what's our best play to get us 4 yards, or do we try to push kick this and try to pin North Judson even further back on the field here and play the field position battle?
Well, we invite you to stick around for our standard plumbing, heating, and air conditioning halftime show, as we will talk about other scores in our area, as well as some exciting news for our Saturday Sports Line tomorrow. I'll be glad to talk to you guys about that a little bit later, Chris. We're very much looking forward to tomorrow morning's Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana history. As we appreciate Ed Hasernal tuning in this evening in Knox, Indiana. Sure hope you're doing all right this evening, Ed. Thanks for tuning in. As the Panthers are going to take the snap and throw this one out to the right side. They're fighting for the first down. It's close before the Blue Jays have it about the 28-yard line. That was the intended target, completed to number 10. That was Owen Miller, and they are going to move the chains as the Panthers get that first down they needed on 4th.
Frazier and McDaniel, along with Hollum on the
Yeah, good execution there by the Panthers. Again, having some success through the air against this Blue Jay defense.
So they'll trot out there 1st and 10. Ball on Blue Jays 27-yard line. Rand sets his man in motion, takes the snap. He hands off the number 5. That's Caden Hill up the middle, who's still standing before he's tackled at about the 22-yard line. And they are stringing together a couple of good plays here, Chris.
Ellison McDaniel bring him down. Pick up a
Pioneer again trying to feel pretty comfortable offensively, and big pickup there of about 6 yards on 4th down. 2nd and 4. Opened up the entire playbook for the
2nd and 4. Rand sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off again. That's number 5, Caden Hill, and he is going to be tackled for a loss on this play. Quentin Frazier comes to mind on that one as he was all over it.
Yeah, no gain there.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
No gain there on 2nd down, so 3rd and 4. So again, 4 down territory for the Panthers. They have 2 downs here to get this 4 yards. So again, look for maybe a rollout bootleg pass here by the Panthers with the success they've had through the air.
Rands, 3rd and 4, sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he keeps it himself. He's rolling out to the left side. He cuts back up the middle, trying to get the first down, but the Blue Jays read it as 3 of them got the tackle. One of them popped up real quick. That was number 5, Josiah McDaniel on the play, as
Logan Radke
they are going to be another fourth down here for the Panthers.
It's 4th and 3 Panthers.
Yeah, pick up
Ball
about
spot
a
the
half
20-yard line.
there. So playing 4th and 3 here for the Panthers. They've got one timeout left. They've had success on the previous 2 fourth down conversions. So again, let's see what Pioneer has in store here for this Blue Jay defense.
4th and 2. As the Panthers are still going to try to go for this as they've got to. 15-2 here with the clock still rolling. 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. And another timeout here as they're going to want to talk this over again.
Timeout, Pioneer.
Might as well use them up while you got them, right, Chris?
That's right. And actually, they had 2 timeouts left.
Sectional action tomorrow morning here at the Blue Jays Nest, 10 a.m.
Another big fourth down conversion here. A conversion attempt, I should say, for Pioneer.
Well, you look at the Blue Jays talking things over on defense, and the last several games we've watched them throughout this season, Chris. They're a cohesive unit. Me not being a huge football sports analyst like yourself, just from an outside perspective, it just looks like they really want to take care of everyone on the team and make sure that they have each other's backs. This is a really cohesive defensive unit you see in the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, as they every bit have earned that 7-1 record heading into tonight.
Yeah, really on both sides of the ball, just a tight-knit group. They're going to be there for each other. And
it's a 4th and 3, and it's time to get loud, Blue Jay fans.
And they understand that they just have to do their job individually and win their individual battle.
All right, Reyes takes the snap on 4th and 2. He hands off up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. That was Rylan Tolza right up the middle. He's going to get the first down. A huge play for the Panthers as they're going to move the chains.
Picks up a first down for the Panthers.
Huge play for
them.
Another
big fourth down conversion.
Yeah. Absolutely. 1st and 10, ball on Blue Jays 15-yard line. The Panthers are down 15-2. They're making things happen. Rands takes the snap, he hands off and gets nowhere as the Blue Jays read that one all over the place.
Yeah, get up to their first one on the spot. Defensive tackle did a good job of reading that, getting right in the hip pocket of his read and a tackle for a loss there. So 2nd and 11 for this North Judson-San Pierre defense.
All right, they break the huddle here on 2nd and 11. Ball on the Blue Jay 15-yard line. Mika Rands under center, sets his man in motion. He takes the snap, rolls out. No, he hands off up to the middle. That's number 5, Caden Hill. Was a trick play I didn't see coming, and he may have close to the first down there, Chris.
Pick up about 6 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 5. And that was just a kind of a wing-back counter
picks up about 6,
that we've seen Winnemac have so much success with this year. So big 3rd down here defensively for North Judson.
Rand sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. Flags on the play as we'll see what's going on here.
Penalty flag.
Pioneer had both wingbacks went in motion there, so just a little miscommunication offensively. So it'll be a 5-yard false start penalty.
Start on the offense.
So 3rd and 5 now penalty. Becomes 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Well, I want to shout out one of my good friends, Trent Hill, all the way from Indianapolis, tuning in this evening, along with his recently new fiancée, Shayla. We appreciate them tuning in this evening. And again, congratulations on getting engaged there, Trent. That's a big one. Big one. So congratulations. Appreciate you tuning in, man. All right. 3rd and 10 with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Second quarter. Rands takes the snap. He rolls out. Now he's handing off. That's number 17, Tyler Zellers. And he's not going to get much on the play as the Blue Jays are reading the run offense right now very well.
And again, that was just a wing-back counter. Just run it the opposite way. They had success.
It brings up a big 4th and 9.
With Hill running it, coming from the left side of the formation to the right side. So they decided to go the opposite way with it. And North Judson doing a very good job of staying at home. So 4th and 9.
Panthers take the snap on 4th down. He's got a throw. Rolls out to his right. He finds his man. That's number 5, Caden Hill, who fights forward. Does he have the first down?
Cole Wilcox on coverage. Knocks him out of bounds.
Going to be close. It all depends on the spot. The ball's going to be just
short of the line of game. Turnover on down.
On the 5-yard line.
Blue Jays take over 1st and 10.
5, so we'll be a turnover on down.
Man, mere inches literally Literally so close there, but the Blue Jays are going to take over deep in their own territory.
Tomorrow. So if you're not going to come to volleyball, head out to Valpo, Chesterton area and support our runners. Good luck to the cross-country team at regionals tomorrow.
So again, let's see what North Judson does here. So they get back to the ground and pound offensively here and try to reestablish their physicality here up front.
All right, Aldrich Harper for the Blue Jays deep in his own territory. Last time he got sacked, and they're going to hand off up the middle. A smart play to Brock Benson. As the last time they were down in their own territory, got sacked for a safety, and that's how the Pioneer Panthers got those 2 points on the scoreboard that we see right now. With 2 minutes and counting here in the first half to go as Aldrich Harper's under center. Brock Benson behind him. Takes the snap, hands off to Benson. He's rolling up the right side. He's going to work his way forward to about the 18, 19-yard line before he's tackled by a couple of Panthers, and he's going to move the chains. First down for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays.
Yeah, North Judson going no huddle there on the play before the play Benson just ran. I would like to see him stay on his path.
All right. Takes the snap, hands off to Cheyenne Allen, who jumps over a defender. And, boy, you saw number 5 for the Pioneer Panthers, Caden Hill, punch the ground. He thought he had Cheyenne Allen, but Cheyenne Allen shows his athleticism on that play as he leaped over a defender. That's not the first time we've seen him do that this season. Harper under center, ready to take the snap. He does, hands off. That's Cheyenne. Oh, Brock Benson up the middle as he's going to get the first down and more as he's tackled at about the 39-yard line. A big run for Brock.
Good for another Blue Jays.
Again, first down. The chains get set, but minute 18.
All right, takes the snap. That looks like that's Cheyenne Allen out to the right side. And he is going to get the first down. That play happened so fast, Chris. I'm sorry. I was talking to Marilla Schaefer back at KVD headquarters. I didn't see the play. Explain to our listeners what you saw there.
First down. Timeout, Blue Jays.
Just really Cheyenne Allen.
Before we head to timeout, a special happy 18th birthday to Kennedy Dushak. Happy birthday, Kennedy.
Cheyenne Allen did what Cheyenne Allen does, picks up the first down. Well, North Judson's going to take their second timeout. The minute 10 left here in the second quarter, up 15-2 and on the move. So again, North Judson doing a very good job with the change of pace, going no huddle, taking the ball over just outside their own 5-yard line, and have now crossed midfield, or actually at midfield. So minute 10, 20 time, got one timeout, but again, you may have to look at maybe putting the ball in the air here pretty soon if you're North Judson.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you, Chris, what do you think they're talking about? Do you think they're going to try to score here before the end of the first half, or do you think they'll play conservatively?
No, I think they're going to try to score. I think Coach Lambert not happy with how they've executed, put some points on the board here before halftime, and North Judson does get the ball to start the second half.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here as the ball is directly on the 50-yard line, smack dab in the middle, as North Judson will take over 1st and 10 with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Harper under center, from shotgun, sets his man in motion, takes the snap, fires out to the right side. It's Josiah McDaniel to the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Josiah McDaniel. The Blue Jays strike again. Only took 10 seconds off the clock. It's 21-2 here in the first half.
Yeah, just a quick slant there. Play action pass. Aldrich Harper opened up the opposite way and did a good job of flipping his hip and just threw a dart.
Yeah.
To Josiah McDaniel there on the slant, and looked like Pioneer was playing a cover 3, so he caught the slant and then just turned it up the seam and back out to the sideline for the 6.
Penalty flag.
All right, they were getting ready to snap for the extra point, but flags are on the play. Looks like it's going to be
offside to Pioneer again.
Yeah.
It'll be half the distance to the goal.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal. Do you think Brett Lambert goes for it again, Chris?
No, he's already motioned for the PAT team to stay out on the field, so he looks like he's going to kick this one.
All right, so he's going to be kicking this one for the extra point. 21-2 with a minute to go here in the first half. The kick is up and away, and it is no good, as that was Quentin Frazier doing the kicking duties. Looked like a Panther was coming flying around the corner, almost blocked it. Might have scared Frazier a little bit as he's shaking his head, upset about that one. But it's 21-2 with a minute to go at the end of the second quarter here, Chris. What are your thoughts right now?
Well, if you're North Judson right now, number one, get down and cover this kickoff. Pioneer's done a good job of setting themselves up offensively with the kickoff return team here tonight. So if you're North Judson, make sure you stay in your lane and you get down and you cover this kickoff. And you're going at halftime at Works, up 21-2.
So with a minute to go, I'm assuming the Panthers will probably play it smart and run the clock out and go to halftime. But, you know, you never know. You could see stranger things. Great show, by the way, Chris.
Yeah, we thought that.
You ever watch Stranger Things, Chris?
I've watched one episode. That's really good. I just haven't had time to really get into it.
Yeah, I haven't finished it either. I was talking to Marilla Schaefer, our in-game producer, back at the station a little bit earlier. She's actually rewatching it right now, and it kind of got me going. And then I just said stranger things are happening on the field. So who knows what we could see here on this play as Cheyenne Allen is set to kick this one away into Panther territory, as it looks like number 5 for the Panthers, Caden Hill, and number 15, Rylan Tolzar, deep to return this one, but it's not going to happen. Cheyenne Allen kicked it all the way into the end zone.
Puts it through the end zone.
Yeah, North Judson decided to take that penalty on the kickoff, so Cheyenne Allen was kicking off from the 45 and not the 40. And with that wind behind his back, put that ball into the end zone. So not an opportunity there for Pioneer to return that kick. But again, Pioneer one timeout, North Judson one timeout. Look for maybe Pioneer to run a couple running plays here and get to halftime.
So exactly 60 seconds left here in this first half, 21-2 as the Blue Jays lead. Rands takes the snap, he hands off. That's number 5, Caden Hill, who's not going to get much before he's tackled by a couple of Blue Jays. One that comes to mind was 32, Sam Holland
there to meet him. No gain on the play.
Good job. They run that wingback counter again. And North Judson, the last 2 times Pioneers run that, has done a very good job of staying at home. But, again, just very disciplined. And you might get Judson once on a play, but you're not going to get him twice.
All right, Rands took the snap. He hands off again up the middle, but not much as the clock continues to roll with 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
Gepka on the stop along with Benson and Frazier. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
And it looks like they're just going to let this one go to the end here, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to get a word in here with Coach Hampton, or Coach Lambert, actually.
And at the end of the first half, Blue Jays 21.
All right, I'll make sure not to throw it to commercial break, as I always do, Chris. That is the end of the first half, 21-2. The Blue Jays lead the Panthers in a lopsided affair. We saw some good plays from the Pioneer Panthers, but ultimately that defense from North Judson-San Pierre is here, and they are here in full force. Down on the sidelines with head coach Brett Lambert of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays is our sports analyst Chris McGowan.
All right, Coach Lambert, 21-2 here at halftime. You changed the momentum there a little bit, going no huddle there at the end of the second quarter. What do you got to do offensively to get this ground game going?
I mean, just as a team, we're flat. We are completely flat right now. There's no noise on the sideline. The field, there's no emotion. Nobody getting excited. So Pioneer, even though they're behind the scoreboard, I mean, they're really controlling the game in my mind in a lot of ways. So we got some work to do at halftime, for sure.
All right, good luck second half, Coach.
Well, we just heard Brett Lambert, head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. He's up 21-2, but he's not very happy about it, Chris. He wants more energy on the sidelines, as he just mentioned, and we're going to have to keep an eye on to see what they do as, boy, I've never heard an upsetting interview like that after being up this much in the first half, Chris. That's unbelievable. Attention to detail is probably Brett Lambert's specialty, and he's showing it right there as he wants more energy from his Blue Jays, as it is 21-2 here in in North Judson at Liberty Field. We are going to step away for a quick break from our sponsors, but don't go anywhere. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restore 3 to 5 miles per tank based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Rick Rab, 5-star in the Knox Mall. Man, there's none but meat and taters in this week's savings.
Meat and potatoes. Where you want to start, Tony? 80% lean ground beef, the number one selling grind at 5-star. $3.99 a pound. Prairie Farms, 1%, 2% skim milk, each and every gallon jug. $3.99. Ice Mountain Spring Water, 24-pack, half-liter bottles, $4.49. Where might we find that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Welcome to Marion University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marion University. Marion's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience. From living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete, Marion University is ranked 3rd most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News & World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marion.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marion.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columbi.
Thanks, John. It's time for the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. We're so glad you've joined us here on K99.3, WKVI.com, and also on IHSAATV.org. As we are so happy to be here for you. The Blue Jays lead the Pioneer Panthers 21-2. Chris, give our listeners an overall consensus of what we saw during the first half.
Again, just Pioneer coming out. They got the ball to start the game. North Judson forced a 3-and-out, and got the ball and went right down the field, scored. But again, I actually had to convert a 4th and 15, so they didn't go right down the field and score. But converted the 4th and 15, was able to put a touchdown on the board. Went for 2, got it, up 8-0, and really right. Next possession, was able to block a punt. Got a scoop and a score by Trey McGowan. Went up 15-0. And at that point, it looked like North Judson was going to take control, but give Pioneer credit. They fought back, blocked a punt of their own, and was able to pin North Judson deep. They didn't put any points on the board on that blocked punt, but was able to pin North Judson deep on the very first play. North Judson took the snap inside their own 5-yard line, and got tackled for a safety, which made it 15-2. But again, Pioneer offensively there in that second quarter settled down and was moving the ball against this North Judson defense. But again, I think Coach Lambert did a good thing going no huddle there. Forced to really by the time on the clock, but North Judson goes 95 yards in about a minute and a half to put 6 more points on the board. So we're 21-2 here at halftime.
Yeah, much anticipated game this evening between the Pioneer Panthers and the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Of course, Chris, I was told earlier this evening by Athletic Director Michael Sharkozy it's been since 2008 since the Blue Jays have beaten Pioneer, and they have only beaten Pioneer one time in their school history. One time.
And that was back in 2008, yeah.
Yeah.
I was an assistant coach here when that happened, and it was a heck of a football game. And again, that's how good of a program Pioneer is.
Michael,
just a tremendous work ethic that they have down there, and a lot of pride.
Yeah, Michael Sharkozy had said it had been 30-some-odd years total that Pioneer and North Judson had faced each other, but they've only played like 16 or so times in those 30 years, and North Judson has only won one of those games. So this might be the night for the Blue Jays to take one of those wins from Pioneer. As we all know, Pioneer is that historic football team. I have a score score update right now. It's 42-0 in the third quarter. It was Paul DeWitt has 5 touchdowns for the LaVille Lancers right now, Tony Ross is telling me, from our sister station, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR. Of course, you can catch that game on Max 98.3 FM right now, and we invite you to jump back and forth between the broadcasts, as Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports is everywhere in this part of Indiana. But the Culver Cavaliers were coming into this game with a 3-game win streak. Right now, it's not looking good, Chris. 42-0. The LaVille Lancers leading right now, and Paul DeWitt with 5 touchdowns. Unbelievable.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I have another score update. It was 14-14 at halftime, West Central and North White. West Central took the opening kickoff of the second half, and Carter Hudson went 90 yards for the score on the opening kickoff of the second half. Then West Central actually turned North White over and have put another touchdown on the board. So in the third quarter right now, West Central has busted that game open. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. West Central up 28-14 at North White.
Well, it was a tight game a little bit earlier. We've kept an eye on the Trojans. They've had an excellent year. Mark Call in his 9th season. Honestly, I'll go ahead and say it, Chris, his best season thus far as head coach of the West Central Trojans. Would you agree?
Oh, without a doubt. Doing a great job there at West Central, and stayed the course and had a plan and stuck with it. So again, a very good season, very productive season for the West Central Trojans. The last score I saw, Community Field at Knox. Knox was up 36-0 in the second quarter against Caston, and now it's 42-0 in the second quarter against Caston.
Yeah, the Caston Comets have just they've taken a tough season, as all of our area teams have really been able to get a win against the Caston Comets, and then also this year against the Pioneer Panthers. You just don't see Pioneer losing this many games. Historically, when you look back last year, a team that was 9-3, now just 2 wins on the year, hoping for a third tonight. As we look at the Pioneer Panthers, they got a sectional draw. Sectional 41 is one they will be in, and they will be playing Triton, Chris. What do you know about Triton?
Triton, a very good football team this year. I think they're 5-3 right now. Have a tremendous running back in Anthony Shue, who's up there for HNAC, Hoosier North Athletic Conference Player of the Year. So, again, I believe Triton has to go to Pioneer. They have to go to the pit and play at Pioneer. And Triton right now in the third quarter is actually leading Winamac 42-6.
Wow.
So, again, a tremendous draw, and looking ahead, you never want to look too far ahead again, but we could have a rematch in round 2 of the sectional, Class 1A sectional, here at Liberty Field if Triton is able to knock off Pioneer next week. North Judson takes care of business at South Newton, so could have a rematch of North Judson Triton in week 2 of the section.
Isn't that incredible? And there's so many different things that could happen in the next 7 days. It's just unbelievable. Of course, we will be at that Knox versus Lakeland game there at Community Field in Knox, Indiana for round 1 of our sectionals, as we are very excited for that game to get a chance to get back over to Knox and see our friends and Richard Warren, the athletic director, and of course all our friends over there at Knox. We so appreciate them, as them and North Judson and Winamac, actually all of our schools, Chris, they rolled out the red carpet for us this year. I just really feel special when I go to all these schools. They just make me feel like they want us here, and we are so glad to be a part of the broadcast each and every week, get to support these schools, as we just have had a heck of a season thus far, Chris. I can't believe it's week 9 already, man.
It flies. Football season flies by, that's for sure. And just wait till basketball season hits.
Well, and I was getting ready to talk to you about that. Of course, I had a chance to talk with our athlete of the week, Avery Hendrickson, who's over there at Tri-Township where you coach. And she was talking to us about basketball practice is just right around the corner, Chris. We're not going to be able to keep you around much longer. Looks like basketball practice is coming up quick, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, the first practice is on Monday, so had a nice team meeting today at lunch, and the girls are excited and ready to get rolling. So a lot of good things going on at Tri-Township in the girls basketball program. So again, Avery Hendrickson, just a tremendous student athlete there at Tri-Township, and she's one that definitely leads by example.
Well, we're going to take a break as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. Don't go anywhere. More to come as you're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, making your home a comfortable home as the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They've earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency prides themselves in taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Welcome back to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660. Serving the local area since 1936. That's 574-936-4660. We appreciate Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All right, Chris, we're getting ready for the start of the second half as we see the Panthers come out. What are you thinking the head coach for the Panthers was talking to his team about in that halftime break?
Take away a couple big plays there, and you're right in the game. I thought offensively that Pioneer did a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage there in the second quarter. So I'm going to try to catch a word here with Coach Barry as he comes walking this way. Again, I think he's got to feel pretty confident offensively with what they were able to do in that second quarter.
Well, it was nice
Let's
of him.
see if we can get Coach word in here with Coach Barry.
It was nice of him to find you down on the sidelines as sports analyst Chris McGowan with head coach of the Pioneer Panthers, Mr. Barry.
All right, Coach, your young Pioneer Panther team here in that segment, I thought you guys up front started to control the line of scrimmage there against this vaunted North Judson defense. Again, you're right there, a couple big plays, and this score's the other way.
That's exactly what we told our guys here at halftime. First possession, we get them 4th and 12, 4th and 13. They pick up a big pass play on one of our young freshman guys. And that's going to come with experience. The guy did a nice job boxing them out, made the play. And then we get a punt block for a score. But you know what? Previously this season, our guys have just folded when those types of things happen. And this is what we've been waiting to see the first 8 weeks, is that fire, that passion, that intensity for an entire half. And, you're right, in that second quarter, I thought we controlled the game pretty well. I'd say our touchdown percent, or scoring percentage in the red zone this year, that's basically how it's been. We've been getting down there and been on mistakes. We have a quarterback center exchange problem. We get third short and have a mental legal procedure call, and our team right now just can't come back from that. But I'd like to thank the scores. I know it's 21-2, a 19-point game, but it feels like it's a lot closer. And hopefully our guys can fight the next 2 quarters.
Yeah, but your team showed a lot of growth there in that first half. Again, 21-2, but it does seem a lot closer. And again, what adjustments are you going to make here at halftime?
Just keep playing hard. And, one thing that we've had problems with is tackling as well. And, their explosive plays, it's been due to tackling. Obviously on their little screen of the whiteout, you can't go play, but, our corner had a chance. Our floating over had a chance. Missed tackles. So we just can't have that. We need to keep them in 3rd and long.
and come up with a huge play here early on.
All right, Coach, congratulations, and good luck here in the second half.
All right, we're going to take one final break before we come back for the start of the third quarter as it's 21-2 here in North Judson, Indiana. That was sports analyst Chris McGowan down on the sidelines with head coach of the Pioneer Panthers, Coach Barry. Adam Barry. We will be back after this. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
What's good about Dairy Queen? Dilly bars, DQ cakes, blizzards, and the $5 buck lunch. Stop in for the $5 buck lunch with an entree, fresh hot fries, your choice of an ice-cold Coca-Cola product, and a soft-serve sundae flavor of your choice. Available every day from 11 to 4. Have a $5 buck lunch exclusively at Dairy Queen. Proud to support high school sports on US 35 Monticello Street in Winamac. Find out what's good about Dairy Queen.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock from sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons. If you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Welcome back to Liberty Field here in North Judson, Indiana, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are hosting the Pioneer Panthers of Royal Center, Indiana. They lead 21-2 over the Panthers. As we are so glad to be here, our sports analyst Chris McGowan is down on the sidelines getting all the inside information. The on-field PA announcer tonight here at North Judson-San Pierre is Nathan Radke. The clock operator is Bill Ransom. The play clock operator tonight is Gary Baxter. Our officials for this evening are Lou Brown, Joe Garnett, James Sesser, Jason McCamick, and Brad Weaver. So we're getting set for our third quarter action here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. Well, with 30 seconds left on the scoreboard, we're getting ready to start the third quarter, Chris. Let's flip over and talk about what the Blue Jays may have discussed in that halftime break. Of course, you had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Lambert. He wasn't very happy with the energy on the sidelines from his team. What are you expecting to see the Blue Jays do this second half?
Play some inspired football, I know that. Usually they do a very good job of responding to Coach Lambert and what he has to say. So look for North Judson to come out here in the second half and play more enthusiastic here, both offensively and defensively.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to Maury James and my good friend Matt Ketchum, both of which are my good friend, They are listening to us all the way from Broad Ripple, Indiana right now. So big shout out to my good friends Maury James and Matt Ketchum from Broad Ripple, Indiana. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. As the kick will be from the right hash for the Panthers. The kick is up and away, and it's going to be returned at about the 25-yard line. That's number 5, Josiah McDaniel, who got tripped up on the play, and number 34, Peyton Schnurple, on the tackle. That is a tough name to pronounce. My apologies for that. As he had a heck of a tackle on that play, Josiah McDaniel was really upset.
Actually, that was Trey McGowan there on the return, and if he could have got to the outside there, had a big return, and might have even been able to return that to the house. But again, just a nice tackle there by Pioneer, and North Judson going to take over on the 31-yard line.
All right, Aldrich Harper under center takes the snap, hands off up the middle. That's Brock Benson who takes a hit, and it took another tackle to bring him down. Number 15, Rylan Tolza for the Pioneers on the tackle.
Pick up a 6 on the play.
Yeah, pick up a 6 there on the triple option for North Judson. And doing a good job here early on. I know it's just the first play, but setting a tone there on that option play.
Harper from shotgun sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he flicks it out to Brock Benson. He's going to barrel his way forward. He's trying to get a couple more yards towards that first down, but he's not going to get it. It's going to be 3rd and maybe 1.
Yeah, third and about a foot here.
Yeah, if that,
for North Judson. So
Correction, they spot just across the 40. It's going to be 3rd and inches for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, 3rd and inches here. Ball on their own 40-yard line. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays looking to make something happen here. Senior quarterback Aldrich Harper under center. He takes the snap. He hands off to Brock Benson, fighting for that first down, and he's going to get it.
Benson.
Huge run for the Blue Jays.
42-yard line. That's good for
and North
Blue
Judson
Jays.
Doing what they did to end the first down. No huddle here and trying to pick up the tempo, Coach Lambert trying to light a fire underneath this Blue Jay team.
Well, he spoke briefly about it in our halftime interview with you as Aldrich Harper takes the snap and hands off to Cheyenne Allen, who's going to break away and get to the 40-yard line, tackle at about the 34, as that was a big-time play for the senior.
33-yard line.
Yeah, just
for another Blue Jay.
North Judson. And,
first down.
A touchdown-saving tackle there by Pioneer, because Cheyenne Allen was about ready to take that to the house.
Harper takes the snap. He hands off to Brock Benson, who's going to break away and maybe get tackled at about the 26-7-yard line. That was by number 5, Caden Hill of the Panthers.
Benson picks up 5 on the play.
Another good play by Brock Benson, as we've called his name several times.
Yeah. Caden Hill getting up a little bit slow on that, but again, did a good job of bringing Brock Benson down, but paid for it there.
Harper takes the snap, fake hands off to Brock Benson, flicks out to Cheyenne Allen, who dropped it but picked it up, and now he's tackled it at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they got very lucky on that play, Chris.
Cheyenne Allen on the pitch, lost a couple on the play.
Yeah, Pioneer doing a very good job of being aggressive and attacking this triple option, forcing Aldrich Harper to pitch the ball a lot quicker than he wants to, and a loss of about 5 yards on that play. So 3rd and 10 for North Judson.
3rd and 10, ball on the 33-yard line in Panther territory. 9:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Harper sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he's looking to throw, fires out to Gabe Ellis on the right side. Now Gabe's trying to make something happen up the middle as he's going to gain maybe a couple of yards as the Panthers fly to the ball very quickly.
Yeah, they are very quick defensively here and do a good job of getting the ball and rallying to it. That's always been the strength of a Pioneer defense. How they fly to the football, and so a lot of action there on that play for North Judson, and Pioneer did a good job of limiting Gabe Ellis to a gain of about 5 yards there. So 4th and a long 5 or a very short 6, depending on who you're rooting for here.
Yeah, 4th and 6, and the Blue Jays are going to go for it. Harper under center takes the snap. He rolls out to his left side. He fires over the middle, and it was intended for Cheyenne Allen, but a little bit behind him. He almost had the catch, but it was dropped, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Panther football.
Yeah, again, throwing that ball into the wind. Held it up just a little bit and ended up going behind Cheyenne Allen. But if you ask Cheyenne, though, he'd tell you that he needs to make that catch. He'd be the first one to tell you that. And again, just a turnover on down. North Judson with Pioneer got that stop he needed to start this second half.
So the Panthers get ready for their first play of the second half on offense as Mika, sure hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Mika Rands takes the snap and pitch out to number 5. It was dropped, Caden Hill, and the Blue Jays are just scaring the Pioneer Panthers right now. They just can't quite get a offensive play to make something happen.
Racky chase him down. Loss of 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd.
Yeah, loss of 10 there on that play. Just running the option out of that wing T formation, the Delaware wing T, and just big loss there on first down for Pioneer.
All right, Rands under center. Takes the snap. He flicks it outside. That's number 15. Rylan Tolza on the carry. He's trying to get a yard on the outside, but it's just not working. The Blue Jays are all over it.
Yeah, good job of stringing that out. He was able to pick up 5 yards on the jet sweep. So it's going to be 3rd and long here for Pioneer. Again, got the wind at your back if you're Pioneer, so you put the ball in the air here and try to pick up this first down, or try to just live to fight another day.
Rands under center, takes the snap. He hands off to number 15. That's Rylan Tolza fighting for a yard, but he's not going to get much, as it's going to be fourth down again for these Panthers with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Logan Radke, Quentin Frazier.
Pick up about 2 yards there. So it's going to be 4th and 12 here for Pioneer. And it looks like the punting unit is on the field.
Well, we remember in the first half, they did have a punt that was blocked. Both teams have had a punt that's been blocked, for that matter, as the snap is away. The kick is up and clean. Another blocked punt avoided for the Panthers as it drops and goes out of bounds at about the 42 or 41-yard line in Blue Jay territory.
10 Blue Jays at the 41-yard line.
So North Judson again, with the help there from Pioneer on that first down with the fumbled pitch, was able to force the 3 and out, and North Judson will have their second possession here on their own 41-yard line.
We thank Patrick Auto Group for supporting local high school sports tonight. Located in Knox on US 35. Call 574-772-7272. That's Patrick Auto Group. First and 10 for the Blue Jays, 21-2 with 6:30 to go here in the third. First and 10, ball on their own 41-yard line. Aldrich Harper, the senior quarterback under center, takes the snap. He hands off to Brock Benson up the middle, and he is just that type of player. He can get 3, 4, 5 yards easily just like that.
Yeah, big pickup there on first down, and again, North Judson going no huddle. Coach Lambert again trying to get these Blue Jays fired up.
Harper under center takes the snap. He hands off to Cheyenne Allen, and they are reading Cheyenne Allen's every move tonight. He hasn't been able to get much, but when he gets away, boy, is he electric.
Yeah, again, so 3rd and long here for North Judson, 3rd and 7.
Colton Baker in on the stop.
From their 44-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here if North Judson's not able to pick up this first down, what Coach Lambert decides to do.
Ball on their own 44-yard line as it's 3rd and 7 with 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. 21-2, the Blue Jays lead the Pioneer Panthers. Harper from shotgun takes the snap. He fires over to the right side. That's definitely Josiah McDaniel, who's going to get the first down and more before he's tackled at the 45-yard line. That tackle was made by Pioneer Panther number 34, Peyton Schnurple. Schnurple, the senior, 6'1", 164-pound defensive lineman. As it's a first down for the Blue Jays, and you're right, Chris, a no-huddle opportunity here. Aldrich Harper under center takes the snap, pitches out to Cheyenne Allen on the left side, lowers his shoulder, takes a hit, and trucks his way forward for about a 6-yard gain on first down. Huge play.
Down to the 39-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, just the first time we've seen the power toss there to Cheyenne Allen. So, again, North Judson picking up 7 yards there on first down, 2nd and 3.
Harper under center. He's got Benson behind him. He takes the snap. He hands off to Benson. And Benson's going to roll his way forward. He may have the first down here.
Power carry off the right side. He gets the ball down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, did a good job of lowering his shoulder. And I tell you what, I'll give Owen Miller a lot of credit. 6'2", 200-pound defensive lineman. Did a good job of standing in there and tackling the fullback, but Brock Benson was able to fall forward there for the first down.
Harper under center takes the snap. He hands off. No, he keeps it himself. Now he flicks it out. That's number 33, Quentin Frazier, but he's not going to get much on the play as he's tackled by one of the Pioneer Panthers. I see number 2, Caleb Sweet.
Zaloza on the stop for the Panthers. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Sweet was there, and Caden Hill was there. Again, Pioneer doing a very good job of being aggressive. Judson.
All right. The huddle. Blue Jays break the huddle, are ready to make something happen here. 2nd and 10, ball on the Pioneer 35-yard line. Harper takes the snap. He's rolling out to his left side. He uses that option with Cheyenne Allen out to the left side as he cuts back up to the 27-yard line as he sidestepped the defensive player and moved his way forward towards that first down, as it'll be 3rd and 1 yard to go.
Yeah, pickup of 9 there on 2nd and 10. Again, North Judson running kind of a counter option there. Just kind of a different look there against the Pioneer defense. Pick up a 9 yards on 2nd and 10.
Harper under center. He's got Brock Benson right behind him. He takes the snap. He hands off to Benson. Benson's fighting for that first down, and he is just doing all the dirty work for them tonight. Another first down for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays.
Good for another Blue Jays. First down.
Is it getting a little cold down there on the sideline, Chris?
That was Caleb Sweet on the stop for the Panthers.
No, I'm just going incognito.
I saw you throw the hood on a little earlier. I thought, boy, it must be getting breezy. I like it up here in the booth. Aldrich Harper takes the snap, fake handoff, throws up the middle to Cheyenne Allen, who's going to catch it and get a touchdown for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Harper lofted it up, and Cheyenne Allen was there for the touchdown. Did you see that play, Chris?
Yeah, Cheyenne Allen doing a great job of making a play. It was almost a one-handed grab there right at the goal line. And, again, the wind playing games with that ball, held it up in the air.
It did.
Great concentration there by Cheyenne Allen.
It almost got away from him and bailed Harper out as the kick is up and away for the extra point. And it is no good. Wide left on the kick, so that'll leave the score 27-2 here in the third quarter. The Blue Jays lead the Panthers.
After that first down drive, let's give a special shout out to the chain gang tonight. Outstanding work as always by our Blue Jay chain gang. A special shout out tonight making his chain gang debut, Dr. Andrew Frazier with his rookie debut.
Well, as Chris is warming himself up the best he can down there on the sidelines, my apologies for the dead air. I just am trying to find some scores for us, but I do have an update. The final in Culver, the Cavs, of course, took on the LaVille Lancers. 42-0 was the final. LaVille finished 9-0 on the season, Chris, and they are the Hoosier North Athletic Conference winners outright for the 2022 campaign.
And now they can look forward to sectional play. They achieved the first goal, and that was to win the Hoosier North Athletic Conference outright, and they did that. So, again, congratulations to Coach Hostrauser there of the LaVille Lancers. And,
to tee it up for the
boy, I tell you what, again, we don't look too far ahead, but I'm looking forward to that round 2 matchup that they are going to have with the Antran 59ers.
Absolutely. Cheyenne Allen for the Blue Jays set to kick this one away. He gets it to about the 23-yard line before it's picked up by number 1, Eli Nicole for the Panthers. He gets maybe to the 27-yard line before he's tackled by Blue Jays. If you're just joining us from Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR broadcast on Max 98.3 FM, we so appreciate you joining us here in North Judson, Indiana, as the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Pioneer Panthers 27-2 with 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. I am Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Chris McGowan down on the sidelines. We appreciate you joining us here on WKVI.com around the world and 99.3 FM. All right. Mika Rands takes the snap from shotgun for the Panthers. He rolls out to his right. He fires, and it's going to be intercepted. That's by Josiah McDaniel, who runs it back up to about the 25-yard line, as it was a flag on the play now. I'm not sure what's going on, but an interception by Josiah McDaniel. Cole Wilcox almost had a hand on it. That tipped it up in the air for Josiah McDaniel to bring it down for the interception.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Little extracurricular activities there along the sideline. I'm on the opposite sideline, so we'll see what happens here. But the interception will stand. Again, tip drill there. Cole Wilcox was able to deflect that ball up in the air. And, as a defensive back, it's something you work on every day at the defensive practice, doing a tip drill.
So turnover.
So it could be a personal foul against Pioneer.
So a personal foul on Pioneer. That moves the ball even closer, and it's going to be right on the 10-yard line for the Blue Jays.
First and goal, Blue Jays from the 10.
This is just almost giving you a touchdown here, Chris.
Well, I don't know. North Judson offensively here, they've had to work for every yard on the ground. This Pioneer defense has done a very good job of defending this very potent rushing attack of North Judson.
Harper under center takes the snap. He's going to hand off. That looked like Gabe Ellis. I didn't get a number on it. Nope, that was
Cole Wilcox there in North.
Cole Wilcox on the carry.
Yeah, Cole Wilcox on the carry.
North Judson,
the 5-yard line.
And North Judson going no huddle here in a different wrinkle there. Got Cole Wilcox lining up in the tailback position.
Yeah.
And moving Cheyenne Allen back and forth. Just a double lead ISO there.
Harper takes the snap. He hands off to Wilcox again. Up the middle.
Cole Wilcox.
And he's going to be short.
Line, so.
Just short. You know, we remember a couple of weeks ago, Cole Wilcox had that touchdown where he waltzed right in on the right sideline. They have used him quite a bit throughout the season in these situations. He is a good player for the Blue Jays. Aldrich Harper under center, takes the snap, pans off to Cole Wilcox up the middle, and he's going to get that one. Touchdown for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. They are going to add on to this lead. It's 33-2 here in the third quarter as they are beating the Pioneer Panthers pretty easily right now, but they can say that as Pioneer in this matchup has way more wins than North Judson has. So tonight can be North Judson's night for sure, Chris.
Yeah, again, North Judson just doing a good job there of converting that turnover into points. And the extra point looks to be good.
Yeah, almost blocked, but Quentin Frazier does a good job making sure that kick goes through as it's 34-2 here towards the end of the third quarter with 1:20 to go. As, boy, I didn't quite see it being this big of a blowout, Chris, but those 2 points on the board for Pioneer is just staying on there a little longer than I thought it would. Of course, Pioneer had a couple of good plays. We saw them turn some things around in the end of the first half there, but it's just not been Pioneer's night, Chris.
Yeah, North Judson doing a very good job of taking care of business here in this second half. Kind of had the feeling after listening to Coach Lambert give his interview there at halftime that things were going to come out in the second half and be a little bit different.
Well, I can see where if you're North Judson, you're coming into week 9. You've had an excellent season up to this point. I could see where you might have a coast mentality, but I think Brett Lambert is exactly right in what he told you. You've got to have the energy. It doesn't matter who you're going up against. It doesn't matter what the other team, the other opponent's record is. You've got to show up every single play of every single down and every second on that scoreboard. Cheyenne Allen set to kick this one away. It looked like more of a squib kick, really, as it gets over to about the 39-yard line. It was picked up by Eli Nicole. That's the second time they targeted him on that kickoff.
Has a short return on the play. Stops him at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, no sense kicking it deep because the way this wind is blowing, it's a steady 15-mile-an-hour wind, I would say. You're not going to be able to get the ball inside the 20, so you're just doing a good job of squibbing that and making Pioneer field it because it's a live ball after 10 yards. So give Pioneer credit for fielding that kickoff.
All right, Pioneer takes the snap. He hands off. That's number 15 on the play. Rylan Tolza. Rylan Tolza.
Quentin Frazier brings him down after a gain of a yard, maybe 2.
We have a final here. West Central has won the Midwest Conference outright, defeating North White 34-14.
Wow. Well, another accolade to add on to the 2022 year for the West Central Trojans. We're so happy for Mark Hall. As Mika Rands takes the snap, he hands off the handle. It was fumbled, and it's picked up by number 32. That's Sam Hollum, who's trying to get it back to the end zone. He got tackled and tripped up at about the 5-yard line. It was a fumbled handoff play from Mika Rands, the Pioneer Panthers, and a huge time play for Sam Hollum, the junior.
Yeah, again, almost another scoop and score by this North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jay defense.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take that.
Take over.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house.
Take over here, first and goal from the 6-yard line.
So they have taken over in this side of the field several times tonight, Chris. And if you're Pioneer, you just want to get out of this game at this point. This is just a tough situation you put yourselves in, and North Judson knocking on the door, not having to really fight for much here as they're on the 6-yard line. First and goal, hands off to Cheyenne Allen, who's still up and running, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Cheyenne Allen on the carry, adding to their score, 40-2 with 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The clock continues to roll, Chris.
Yes, it does, and with that touchdown, that put North Judson up 38 here in the second half. So that initiates the running clock.
So we will experience a running clock for the remainder of this game as the kick is up and away from Quentin Frazier, who's going to get the extra point, as it'll be 41-2 here at the end of the third quarter. Well, Chris, we head into the fourth quarter. What are you hoping to see from the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays? You think they're going to get some secondary players some minutes tonight?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think that the last thing you want to do in a 39-point game is get a starter hurt with the second season 1 week away.
Well, and we look at the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. We spoke earlier. They will be traveling to South Newton for the Sectional 41 next week. And the Pioneer Panthers will be playing Triton. So these are 2 games we have coming up for both of these teams as it is sectional time already this year. And the Blue Jays are going to finish this one off in really good fashion. With a full quarter to go, I'm guessing it's going to be a tough comeback for the Pioneer Panthers. They're going to have a short of a miracle to get back into this game. But nonetheless, they've shown us several plays tonight, Chris, that really don't reflect the score, as they have done a very good job on the running game at times against this Blue Jay offense, but they've just put themselves into position where they're giving the Blue Jays the ball down on their own end zone. As it's going to be kicked again to Eli Nicole. That is someone they are targeting right now on the kickoff, as that's who Cheyenne Allen kicked to. Yeah, that's interesting that's who they are targeting.
I don't think it's so much that they're targeting him, but what he's doing is the wind is kind of blowing diagonally across the field, and so he's kicking right into the teeth of that wind, which allows that ball to hold up in the air a little bit longer, and it's going to stay in bounds. So pretty smart there by the kickoff team from North Judson, using the wind to their advantage.
See, I never played football, Chris. I don't know what it's like to play with the elements like that, but the only thing that I can say that I can somewhat resemble is when I would play basketball with my friends outside. Whenever the wind would blow the basketball and you'd miss it, one of the friends would be upset, and the other one would say, well, you got to play with the elements. It's part of the game. So something I was glad basketball is played indoors, but definitely something you've got to put into your mind when you're out on the football field is the weather. Is it raining? Is the field wet? Do we get good traction? How's the wind? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot? You know, the variables in football is through the roof. I've learned a lot this season, and I sure do appreciate you down on the sidelines, Chris. It's just been a pleasure to learn a lot more about football than I already knew.
Well, I appreciate that. And so we're 12 minutes away from North Judson picking up their 8th win of the year, up 41-2 here against the Pioneer Panthers. And Pioneer will start first and 10 from their own 33.
Rance takes the snap from shotgun, fake hands off, and keeps it himself, but he's not going to get anything as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Quentin Frazier got his nose in on that play.
Yeah, Micah Rance there, just a zone read option there for the Pioneer Panthers, and reading that outside linebacker and made the proper read, but again, the inside linebacker, Quentin Frazier, the leading tackler on this North Judson defense, was not fooled.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers with 11:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is a running clock as the Blue Jays lead 41-2. Ball on their own 33-yard line. Rand sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he hands off. That's number 5, Caden Hill, who's dancing around up to the right side. He gets tackled at about the 33-yard line, and that was by Cole Wilcox. Big tackle for him.
You know, Cole Wilcox goes, about 175 pounds maybe, but the kid can bench press 365 pounds.
My gosh.
Pretty strong, stout kid there.
I've never got above 200, Chris. That's embarrassing. That's a sophomore beating me. My God. 5'11", 178 pounds.
Actually, I just got corrected. He bench pressed 370.
Well, that's Jesus. All right, takes the snap. He hands off to number 15, Rylan Tolza for the Panthers, as he's going to get tripped up, maybe get 4 or 5 on the carry. But yeah, Chris, embarrassing to know that a sophomore in high school is out benching me by about 200 pounds. I think my personal best, my PR in bench is probably 175. Pretty embarrassing.
For the Panthers.
No comment.
Yeah, I know. All right. 4th and 4. They're going for it. Takes the snap. Rands rolls out to his right side, and he overthrew his intended target, number 17, Tyler Zellers, as it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Panthers just can't quite get it together. I'm surprised they went for it on 4th, Chris. I think they'd want to punt it away to get it away from their own end zone, but I guess at this point in the game, you just got to get anything you can.
Yeah, and I look... Well, Coach Lambert's going to keep some of the starters out there right now, maybe give them one more possession here offensively before he starts doing some mass substitution. So,
I'd say there must be something in particular he wants to see here from his starters, as we see Aldrich Harper still out there looking over to the sidelines. Looks like he wasn't sure they had everybody out there.
They're player short.
All right, Aldrich Harper under center, sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. That's Cole Wilcox, who's going to get wide open space to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cole Wilcox. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays score again, 47-2 here in the fourth quarter with 8:40 to go in the game. My gosh, Chris, what a play.
Yeah, just a base ISO there, and North Judson doing a good job of creating that lane. And Cole Wilcox, tell you what, to go with that power, he's got some speed too, it looks like.
So Quentin Frazier out there to do the kicking duties for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, up, away, and it is good.
Frazier with the kick. The point is good.
As it now is 48-2 here at Liberty Field. As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Also by Zingo Express of Knox. They're a proud sponsor of tonight's football action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Well, Chris, this one just got out of hand really fast. And I guess you could really go back to the first quarter when North Judson scored those 15 points, and they just haven't looked back, really.
Yeah, that block punt, the scoop and score there by Trey McGowan really set the tone. But again, North Judson was in a battle there in that second quarter. But again, Coach Lambert would have been interesting to be a fly on the wall at halftime. what he said, because he was not happy, even though North Judson had a 19-point lead at halftime.
Yeah, and things have just really gotten away for the Panthers. Man, you feel for them, but historically, you know, when you're going around and historically you've been beating teams for years and decades like this, teams are not going to take it easy on you. And I'll tell you what, North Judson-San Pierre only beating Pioneer one time heading into tonight. They want this win just for bragging rights. As the kick is up and away from the left hash. That wasn't Cheyenne Allen who kicked it, as it rolls back to about the 4-yard line and picked up by number 15, Rylan Tolza, who gets back to maybe the 8-yard line. Did you see who kicked on that, Chris?
Yeah, that was number 6.
Line. It'll be 1st and 10 Pioneer.
Tyler Barnhart, the senior, 6 foot, 239-pound senior.
And you're running out of time to get those 50-50 raffle tickets.
Pretty good job there. It wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing look in the air, but hey, it's the end result that counts.
Yeah, it got all the way down to the 4-yard line. They've pinned Pioneer in deep in their own territory on the 8-yard line as Rands takes the snap from shotgun, hands off up the middle, a big-time play. This is number 15. He's all the way to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pioneer Panthers. That's Rylan Tolza. Huge touchdown play all the way from their own 8-yard line.
Rylan Tolza.
Yeah, big play there by Pioneer again. Showing that they have no quit. Going to fight until the final whistle blows. Ryan Tolza there just showing his speed once he was able to get past the initial line of scrimmage there, and North Judson unable to catch him.
Well, that is something the Pioneer Panthers needed just for a little bit of respect, as that was a big-time run. A Blue Jay could not catch Toloza, as I've been pronouncing his name incorrectly all night. It's Rylan Toloza, as they were going for 2 on that play and handed up the middle, and it's no good. So it'll stay 48-8, a 40-point lead here with 6:24 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 48-8 is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I guess, than 48-2.
Fans, get those 50-50 raffle
Two is
tickets
something
ready.
you usually don't see in a football game, even though you know it's possible with safety.
Right.
But again, it's usually something that I will say this. I have seen a game end 6-2 before, and that was in a JV game my freshman year down at Twin Lakes.
How many years ago was that?
We were up. Oh my gosh, too many that I want to let people know, but everybody knows.
All right, fans, we got our winning ticket.
Yeah, we were down at Twin Lakes playing a game, and we were up 6-0 late in the game.
The winning ticket number is
a little bit of mismanagement
9,
on the time, and so we actually had to punt with like 3 seconds to go.
6.
And
1, 5, 9.
I told the punter, I said, "You're not punting this football because the only way we can get beat is if we actually punt it." I said, "You're going to take the snap and you're going to run straight back and get to the back of the end zone. And when the buzzer sounds, you step out of the back of the end zone. We'll win 6-2."
Oh my!
That's exactly how it.
Man, what a story, Chris. I feel like you've got stories for days that we haven't heard yet. We're in week 9 already. We need to talk a little bit more.
The funny thing about it was Twin Lakes hadn't actually called the timeout, and our coach come out and talking about how we were going to come with the punt. And I just let him talk, and when he turned around and headed to the sideline, the punter said, "You're not punting this ball."
Well, I don't blame you. Well, the Pioneer Panthers are kicking this one away, as it's going to be returned by Cheyenne Allen. That is not who they wanted to kick to, but he got it up to about the 41-yard line before he's tackled. And the offense for the Blue Jays will run out there, and we will see who we have in the quarterback slot. Looks like there may be an injured Blue Jay on the play. I don't know what number that is. Looks like it may be number 9, Trey McGowan.
Yeah, it's holding his ribs a little bit. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of him. But what time is it?
It is 8:30 Central.
8:28. I said the rain. I said the rain would be here at 8:30, and it is starting to rain.
Is it starting to rain? Well, at least you've got a jacket now.
Yes, it is.
All right, that's number 8 under center for the Blue Jays. He hands off. That's Cole Wilcox up the middle, and he gets to the 30, the 25, 20, the 15, 10, 5. Oh, my goodness gracious. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Cole Wilcox. I think that's his 3rd touchdown of the night, Chris.
Cole Wilcox. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
Yeah, again, base ISO, 60 yards there, and the quarterback for North Judson there, number 8, Matt Hall, the sophomore, 5'9", 143-pound quarterback, just turned around and just ran a base ISO, and tell you what, Cole Wilcox looking good at tailback.
Boy, he is, and that was Matt Hall at the quarterback position, the sophomore for the Blue Jays, so much needed minutes for them as the kick is up and away from Quentin Frazier, and he gets it to go through. The Blue Jays just can't stop scoring. 55-8, under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Wow, Chris, one play after the other. I mean, how do you describe this last few minutes here?
Crazy. If I had one word to describe it.
I mean, there isn't any other way to say it. I mean, we can't get out of this game right now. They just keep scoring back and forth. Of course, we have a running clock, but boy, the Panthers just mishandled that last play as the Blue Jays were just trying to run to keep the clock running and play it smart. But hey, if you're going to give that wide of an open, that offensive line for the Blue Jays, we've talked about them many times, Chris. That offensive line for the Blue Jays creates holes that guys like Cole Wilcox can just take off and never look back. Great play for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to make my way up to the booth.
Great. Well, I've got your headset ready. We appreciate you being down there on the sidelines, getting all the inside information. As Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has done an excellent job. WYMR and WKVI, we are so glad to be in this part of Indiana, bringing you upwards of 20 schools in this pocket of Indiana. I don't know many broadcasting companies that are going to be able to provide this many sports for this many teams of schools in this area. It's unbelievable. As Quentin Frazier is going to kick this one away. And it's going to be returned by the Panthers as they're going to get this one back up to maybe the 23-24-yard line.
With the big hit.
23-24-yard line as the Panthers are going to take over.
Across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers.
So we see the Panthers take over 55-8 with 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. All right. Mika Rayans from shotgun trying to make the most of tonight. He takes the snap. And a big hit as he hands off to number 15, Rylan Toloza.
Toloza on the carry.
As it'll be 2nd down for the Panthers. 3:30 to go here in the 4th quarter as it's been a running clock here.
And it'll bring up a 2nd 11.
Well, welcome back up to the booth, Chris. We appreciate you joining me. A little warmer up here, huh?
Just a little bit.
It's funny. Chris told me yesterday he was going to wear shorts. Well, he didn't wear shorts. He's wearing jeans. It's a little cold out there tonight. Mika Rance takes the snap. He hands off to number 5. That's Caden Hill. And they just can't get the running game going at all tonight.
Well, they busted in the last possession and busted one for 92 yards. But again, North Judson just doing a good job. A lot of clean jerseys out there now.
Yeah, you can
for this
see.
North Judson defense.
Well, and the Panthers, they didn't have that luxury. They only brought 23 tonight to play, so they've had to play multiple guys in multiple positions. But, that's just the thing we've learned in this area. Chris and I have learned a lot of teams are just using guys in multiple positions and filling them in when they can. Buzz Schoaf's one that comes to mind from South Central. All right, 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. Takes the snap. He hands off up the middle, and it's not going to get much as that was number 20 on the carry. Tough Eubler. Boy, interesting first name. Tough. I like that. He's tough.
Tough Eubler.
Tough Eubler. I like
Cash
that.
is another.
Yeah.
Winamac, Cash Roth.
Cash Roth. I love that name. That's just a quarterback name. I mean, if you are born and your name is Cash Roth or just Cash, you've got a great shot at being a starting something. So the running clock continues with 1:40 to go here in North Judson at Liberty Field, 55-8. As the Panthers finally got on the board from that 92-yard run Chris was speaking about, as he hands off up the middle but gets nowhere, and it's going to be a turnover on downs where the Blue Jays looks like they're going to have possession for the final minute here, Chris.
I would assume that Coach Lambert here will just go victory formation and just take a couple knees and end this game.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. First and 10 for the Blue Jays, under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, as he takes the snap and kneels it immediately. I don't see the number of who that is. 89. That is Logan Radke. And he did this the last time we were here, where the senior defensive lineman gets to take the snaps at the end of the game to win it, as he is a huge-time player for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. The senior getting honored tonight as he takes the snap and kneels once again. As this will end the ball game. 55-8 is the final score here in North Judson. The Blue Jays took it to the Pioneer Panthers, their second win against Pioneer in high school history, Chris.
Yeah, North Judson's doing a good job just getting the job done tonight. And again, both these teams go into sectional play next week, where everybody's record is going to be 0-0. So Pioneer will host Triton, I believe, and North Judson has to travel all the way to Kentland and take on South Newton. So, and South Newton actually played last night.
Oh, they played on Thursday night.
They played on Thursday night, and
interesting.
They defeated Frontier, I think 34-6.
Wow.
Last night. So again, I think that game got moved to a Thursday night just because of the official shortage, and so they played.
So that's how they were able to
play on a Thursday night.
Well, we're going to see some crazy things happen here in the next couple of weeks with sectionals happening next weekend. We will, of course, be at the Lakeland versus Knox game, but things are going to happen in the next 7 to 14 days that we don't even know. So we're going to have to keep an eye on it and do the best we can, as we're going to take a break and come back for our Collins Insurance postgame show. For sports analyst Chris McGowan, I am Mitch Columbi. We will be back after this. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke, so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
Welcome back to the Collins Insurance postgame show, taking care of all your insurance needs. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Well, Chris, big-time win for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays as they won 58-8, the final score. a huge win for them, Chris. We saw Cole Wilcox score 3 touchdowns throughout the evening. Of course, he's not a starting running back for the Blue Jays. We saw several players from North Judson-San Pierre get a lot of minutes that they otherwise may have not gotten, and that is because this team came out and provided a heck of a first quarter, a heck of a first half, and finished off the fourth quarter with a couple Cole Wilcox touchdowns. You've got to be excited if you're a North Judson-San Pierre football fan heading into sectionals next week against South Newton. Of course, they're going to have to travel all the way to Kentland, Indiana, and make that trip for next Friday. But they are expected to win that game, Chris. I don't want to make any early predictions, but they are looking good right now in the season. Of course, last week, that tough loss against LaVille. We heard about LaVille tonight continuing their dominance as they shut out the Culver Cavs. The Cavs were on a 3-game winning streak, and of course you heard that on our sister station, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR with Tony the Boss Ross and crew on Max 98.3 FM. If you're just joining us, we sure appreciate you for tuning in to 99.3 FM and WKVI.com around the world. We've also been broadcasting on IHSAATV.org. Appreciate all my friends and family for tuning in, letting me know they could hear me loud and clear, Chris. But what else you got for us, other scores in the area?
Let's see, a final from Community Field over in Knox. Knox 55, Caston 0. We knew about the LaVille Culver score, 42-0. Final in Bourbon, Triton 42, Winnemac 6, and West Central, I believe, wins tonight at North White, defeats their rival 34-14, and West Central wins that Midwest Conference outright.
So they only lose one game this year.
And that was to Culver.
And the West Central Trojans, in their best year in a long, long time. Mark Hall's head coaching career just got a lot more interesting here from West Central as he finishes out his best year as a head coach. We're going to keep an eye on those Trojans as they are a fun team to watch, Chris. We got a chance to see them a couple of weeks ago as they took the Tomahawk Trophy back where they believe it belongs in the west side of Pulaski County. Of course, they took it to Winnemac that night. Winnemac with that tough loss again tonight. We hate to see it, but of course we'll talk to Josh Burgess, head coach for the Warriors, tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. But we will get ready to take a break here in just a second as the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is next. You're listening to sports analyst Chris McGowan and Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you've made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI Sports Director Mitch Columbi and Sports Analyst Chris McGowan.
Back for more here at Liberty Field in North Judson, Indiana, where the Blue Jays took care of business against the Pioneer Panthers. The Blue Jays never lost a game in 2022 as they won all their home games here in North Judson. The only loss came last week against LaVille in LaVille. At LaVille in La Paz, Indiana, excuse me. So we move on into our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Chris, what do you think was the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game?
A couple of plays there that stick out. The North Judson's first possession, 4th and 15. They convert that fourth down on the pass play. We're able to punch that in. But to me, the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game, the blocked punt with the scoop and score by Trey McGowan put North Judson up 15-0, and they really never looked back from that point.
They didn't, and it was a back-and-forth game there. Pioneer was doing a pretty good job with the running attack from North Judson. St. Pierre, of course, they were keeping their eye on Cheyenne Allen. They were keeping their eye on Brock Benson, but they did a very good job in that first quarter, but you're exactly right. After that block by Trey McGowan and returning it for the touchdown, the Blue Jays just never looked back, and really, if it wasn't for that safety, we might just be talking about a one score from Pioneer. But that safety that Pioneer had where they sacked Aldrich Harper in the own end zone gave them their 2 points, and then later on in the game where they scored that 92-yard run for a touchdown gave them their 8 points. Both teams blocked a punt tonight. We will acknowledge that, but our Stark County Co-op play of the game is that one block punt from Trey McGowan and the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and returning it for that touchdown. We're going to take a break and come back for our 5-star player of the game. After this, you're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years in agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
We appreciate 5-Star for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5-Star in the Knox Mall. All right, Chris, time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Who is given our award tonight?
I'm going to go with Cole Wilcox.
I agree.
Just, over 100 yards rushing there, and all that came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Fast.
I had the one short touchdown run, but then the 2 big long runs, and just had a pass deflection, which led to another turnover and interception. But again, I'm going with Cole Wilcox, the junior for North Judson, number 7, I believe it is. Yeah,
yes, sir.
The 5'11", 178-pound sophomore.
He's got a bright future.
Yes, he does. And again, I think North Judson may have found something there in that offense, having him line up at the tailback, having big Brock Benson in front of him, and then having Cheyenne Allen, another big physical kid, leading those double lead ISOs.
Yep.
So North Judson might be might be trending the right way here going into the playoffs.
I think so, and we talk about the playoffs real quick before we close things down here. The Pioneer Panthers, of course, they are in Sectional 41, as are the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. The Pioneer Panthers will be taking on Triton next week. Kickoff slated for 7 p.m. Eastern. The Blue Jays taking on South Newton, traveling to Kentland, Indiana. Kickoff is slated for 6:30 p.m. Central of that game. We will be on hand for the Lakeland versus Knox game. Of course, you can catch that here on K99.3 WKVI, WKVI.com around the world, as myself and sports analyst Chris McGowan will be on hand for the first sectional game of the 2022 campaign. Well, Chris, another good game down, 9 weeks in. This is the last regular season game. I was talking to one of my good buddies, Matt Ketchum, the other day. I asked him, I said, what was the one thing you remembered your senior year? And this is a question I want to ask you before we go off the air. I asked him, I said, heading into that last week for the last regular season game as a senior, you have to remember that. And I said, what memory do you have, and I want to ask you this, what memory do you have heading into the last regular season game of your senior year?
The last regular season game of my senior year, what memory do I have? Really, going into the last game of the year, that wasn't... I really don't have a memory going into the last game of the regular season, just because of the sectional draw had already been, and we knew who we were going to play in the sectionals, which was North Newton, which was a big rival at that time, Northwest Hoosier Conference opponent. And again, with what had happened earlier in the year with them in the bench clearing brawl that happened, so we knew going in, really wasn't looking forward to the last game of the regular season. We were looking more
for the sectionals.
For the sectional.
Yeah.
So, I to be honest with you, I couldn't even tell you who we played the last game of the year of the regular season.
Well, for some of these players, it is a special moment, as the senior night was being held tonight here in North Judson, and we want to honor and acknowledge those seniors for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays as they played their butts off this season. Only lost one game to an admirable 2A school in LaVille, but they head into the sectionals full head of steam, and we are so excited to be part of it, as North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays are slated to go deep into this postseason, as well are the West Central Trojans. And of course, we don't want to forget about the Knox Redskins. They have really turned things on as of late. We're very excited for our area teams. Join us tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest running high school sports broadcast in Indiana. We will have our area high school coaches on hand to catch us up on what happened tonight, as we will be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning on 99.3 FM and streaming online at WKVI.com. I invite you to follow us on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our in-game producer, Marilla Schaefer, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to High School Football on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Dairy Queen of Winamac, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.